Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Hello. How's everybody?
We're good, man. We're good, right? Everyone's good?
Yeah.
I was going to talk about the Bruins, but I think all the Bruins people are sleeping right now.
Sleeping it off is what they're doing, sleeping it off.
I think they had a late night celebrating the Stanley Cup thing there.
Yeah. Boston's had a pretty good decade. Pretty good decade of sports. A lot of championships.
What do they got? They got.
What they got there? They did
a little baseball.
They got some of them Red Sox. They got them Patriots.
They did a little football, and now they got the first Stanley Cup since 1972 for Boston.
What about Celtics? Yeah, I think they got them all within the last 10 years.
Wow, damn.
Yeah, not too shabby. 7 championships since 2002.
Really?
Is what the numbers I'm looking at are.
And we had no championships when we were up there.
None.
I don't think we had any, right?
None championships.
For the Boston people, what? We were up there 95 to 98. That's it.
Seemed
like we were there longer.
We were a scourge on their sports.
I guess so. But, yeah, Kevin from Connecticut. We're here. Oh, go Bruins. Sonny Forelli, go Bruins. Some of the regulars very happy. I
like when the Connecticut people jump on the bandwagon, though. Shut up. It's not your team. Shut up. Your Whalers are gone. So,
well, no, that's the whole New England thing.
Yeah,
that the Patriots started. So the Patriots started the New England thing. So everyone else thinks, their hockey team's a New England thing
everything.
too.
Red Sox.
Red Sox. They call it Red Sox Nation.
It's New England.
You can't have a Red Sox Nation with one state.
That's what I was ragging on too. Kevin from Connecticut. He's like, I was born in Boston. Fucko. Oh, fucko.
Yeah. Well, people move around.
Yes, they do.
I was watching the game last night, and it was 3-0, I think, going into the third period.
Yeah.
And here's my logic. I wanted the Bruins abso-fucking-lutely because we have some ties to Boston. I'm not gonna root for a Canadian team.
No.
I definitely wanted the Bruins. But I didn't have enough passion to stay up through the third period to watch them hoist a cup in Vancouver. If it was in Boston, that would be kind of cool to see.
Yeah.
So my logic is, I might as well go to bed early. So I didn't see the third period.
You missed the riots, which were the big story for me, anyway.
Well, Vancouver loves to riot.
Wow.
Why is that? Because it's supposed to be a pretty nice city. The city's so nice that the United States is going to take that eventually.
Well, the Rangers fucked them
in 94,
and they rioted and ripped their place apart there, and then all the headlines were, police say no repeat of 94 riots, and I think they were right. I think these were worse. But some crazy shit.
Can someone explain what that's about? Because it seems to be a very up and up city there. Like
they wanted to party.
Either way,
they just wanted to burn shit, turn over cars, break windows, grab some shit.
But why?
I saw some mullet-headed guy actually wading through a river with a tub full of Molsons. He was just...
See, it's not just a black thing.
Of course not.
There's black people in this riot, but I think Vancouver's a pretty white city there, sir.
Your Canadian black people, Opie, very different than your American black people. Therein lies the difference. Everybody thinks Canada is the U.S. No, I say. These are hockey hooligans. That's their rioting.
Look at them trying to tip over that truck. Why are you tipping over a truck?
Oh, they're just kids having fun, Opie. Let them blow off some steam.
What are they doing?
Let them just blow off some steam.
I don't really care, to be honest with you. I think every city should riot after their team either wins or loses.
You got to have a riot every so often. A regular riot.
I think it's a lot of fun to watch from a distance. I just tweeted the picture of it. Somebody's saying the girl's passed out, but I just tweeted a picture of the riots. Somebody sent me. Who sent it to me? Beetle Daily, I think, something like that.
Beetle Daily.
Yeah, Beetle Daily. Thank you. He sent me a picture where a guy's on top of a girl. Her skirt is hoisted up. It's sort of work-friendly, sort of. It's right on the border, by the way, so I don't know. It's up to you to click on it. And you could see the fires burning all around them as it looks like they might be making love.
Like they're having sex in the middle of a riot?
They're certainly making out.
That's hilarious.
There certainly is a little dry humping going on. I'm not sure if there's penetration in this picture, But it's a great picture. There it is. There it is.
He's not like laying on her to protect her. They're kissing. Are they kissing?
Yeah, someone said she's...
What a moment.
Someone said she's passed out, but her head's off the ground.
He might have been picking it up off the ground.
Trying to accept the kiss that he's offering.
That's amazing. It's you know what that reminds me of? The wonderful picture from Times Square, Opie.
Yes.
Where the victory over Japan in Times Square.
That's a pretty hot picture, though, isn't it?
It looks like a rape.
I think it's kind of hot.
Kind of looks like a rape with all the riot police around and everything, but...
I kind of think it's a hot picture.
Those are crazy ass Canadians.
She's got nice legs, and you can tell she has a nice ass because it's not flattening out because she's laying down. There's still a little curve to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's not pancaking on her.
There's some ass cheeks sticking out, and it looks supple.
Let's say hi.
It's got a pinkish hue.
Jeff in Massachusetts. It's just one of those wonderful pictures that come out every once in a while.
Yes.
What's up, Jeff?
Hey, guys, I don't know if you can bring up the footage of the Boston fans surrounding the police bus, just rocking it back and forth. And I'm pretty sure there was people inside the bus. But sure enough, the Boston cops just got right on top of them, get the hell out of here.
Wait, Boston cops in Boston?
Yeah.
No, because we're talking about the Vancouver riot, so I was... Okay.
Yeah, I guess in Boston there were some unrulies, huh?
But nothing like
no, nothing
Vancouver.
like that. I guess if they were rocking the bus, they put a stop to it pretty quickly.
Yeah.
They'll fire a beanbag into your eye. You got to watch those Boston fucking cops up there. Wow.
Is Mayor Menino happy with the victory?
Oh, who could tell?
Who could tell?
Who could tell? I'm sure he's going to have, we are going to have a parade, and he's going to be here in Boston. Parade for... What?
We're still here, sir. We're still here.
Still rolling along.
You didn't knock us down.
Still rolling along.
Well, actually, you knocked us down, and we got right the fuck back up. Hey, JJ, New Hampshire.
JJ!
Morning, boys. How are you?
Oh,
now, New Hampshire,
that's
good enough too, right?
That's Bruins territory right there, Opie.
When do you say get the fuck out?
I don't know. Halifax?
Is Maine part of the whole Boston thing as far as...
Maine, definitely.
Really? Why?
Oh, yeah. New England.
Yeah, but the Maine doesn't even come close to being attached to Massachusetts.
Oh, it's amazing.
At least New Hampshire could go, look, we're attached to Massachusetts.
They don't care.
What about Vermont? Vermont's kind of... Really?
Oh, Vermont. Parts of Iceland.
Iceland
actually have adopted all the Boston teams.
So, what state gets shut out of the whole Boston nation thing? California, perfect.
Yeah.
All right, what do you got, JJ?
Morning, boys. Hey, I don't know if you saw, you probably haven't if you went to bet, Gary Bettman, when he came out to give out the MVP and the Stanley Cup, he got booed out of the building. You can almost not even hear him speaking.
Oh, really? Those motherfucking Vancouver fans are just the worst.
Well, Gary Bettman's just... Ugh.
Still, it's like,
I got to see him getting booed. See, I missed all this. I really should have stayed up. What's wrong with me? I went to the Louis C.K. thing. It was there.
Yeah, it's great.
And then I got home from that, and I just didn't feel like fucking staying up. Finally, the last game of the season, and I don't stay up for the third period. We've had that guy on the show, Stanley Cup guy.
Oh, yeah, look at him.
They showed him during the game. His whole job during the game was to just polish up the Stanley Cup. They just kept going to him, and he's just polishing and polishing.
He's shining it up real nice. Yeah. He's going to turn it sideways and stick it straight up your candy ass. Right?
What a dumb photo op, though.
Sam just came.
It was just a dumb photo op of him just fucking shining it and shining.
That's
right. With a rag, and he had his special gloves on.
His special, those white gloves, very important for handling the Stanley Cup.
Oh, really?
They handle it like it's a piece of fine china, shining it and stuff. And then before you know it, the players are like puking in it and drinking and pissing, and
taking dumps in it, throwing it into pools.
Yeah, don't.
I've heard the stories over the years.
Yeah.
We saw that thing close up. That thing is dented and scratched.
It's dented.
They could polish it all they want, and it's kind of a messy looking trophy.
Yeah.
When you look up close.
Yeah.
We got the Gary Bettman. When you look up close.
Yeah.
We got the Gary Bettman thing. Yeah, let's hear this.
Stanley.
We're bringing out the Stanley Cup.
They sure do make it look nice, don't they? White glove care has occurred ever since 1994. After the Rangers won it, they decided they ought to take a little more care of it. It got banged around a little bit in the celebrating, as has happened sometime since, but they are always looking.
There's Gary Bettman.
First of all, let's congratulate Vancouver on a terrific season. The Boston, the Stanley Cup. What an incredible playoff run.
They're not yelling Bruins? No?
They're in Vancouver. They would never do that.
And Claude Julien, the city of
Oh, literal
Boston,
Opie.
the Bruins fans, and most importantly, the Bruins players. Great job.
Wow.
Zdeno Chara, it's my honor to present you with the Stanley Cup.
How the hell can you be in the middle of that much hate?
He comes forward to receive the cup, and this will undoubtedly be the highest that it's ever been held.
Yeah, that is a tall motherfucker.
Yeah, he's 6'8" or something like that.
Wow.
6'8" before
Holy
the
shit,
skates.
he's a monster.
Yeah.
What a goon.
Yeah, Chara's an animal. We all know that. All right. Yeah, Bettman got
There he
booed
goes.
pretty good.
Hoisting it up. There it is. Holy shit. Yeah, the guy now the Stanley Cup caretaker guy's probably like, oh shit, he's gonna break it.
Oh man, he got fingerprints all over.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have
shining
to polish it up again. Fuck.
Real nice.
I smell it.
You smell it?
Yeah.
Would Char get in trouble if he just slam dunked that thing on the ice?
Oh wow, that would probably be a problem.
Why?
Just the original bowl part just goes flying off into the stands.
But what would actually happen to him?
That'd be horrible. I don't know. He'd probably be reprimanded and fined by the
but
league.
what a great moment that would be.
Oh, you just spike it. Holy shit. I don't know why that's funny, but it is.
That would be a great moment. Or give it back to Bettman, do a little Bad News Bears.
Oh, yeah.
Throw the Stanley Cup back at Bettman. What was the line from Bad News Bears after they did that?
Oh.
Something, forget it.
Yeah.
I'm trying for something
that
that's
one?
obviously not there. Let me go to Sonny Forelli, right, Sonny?
Oh, hey, 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 hey,
Fucking Sonny. This is Boston, though, right here.
Oh, yeah.
Sonny, how happy are you that the Bruins have won the Stanley Cup for the first time since 1972?
I've been up all fucking night, boys.
Been up all night.
Oh, yeah.
It's been up all night, Ed.
He's
Party.
been up all night.
Yep.
Oh, man. Holy shit. Thank you, Opie. Thank you, Opie, for not fucking mentioning the Stanley Cup playoffs.
No, I did.
You mentioned it a few times, but you really didn't put your sports curse in full effect, and I really thank you for it.
No, I mentioned. I said I wanted the Bruins.
Yeah, no,
I would love
know
to.
you mentioned it, but you didn't really mention it.
I would love to think I got a true sports curse, but I definitely wanted the Bruins the whole time. I can't root for a Canadian team.
No. You can't do
No offense to Canada. I know we got a lot of fine listeners up there, but, come on.
This is
I think it was the third player that held the cup over his head. A few F-bombs went over the air on NBC National.
Oh, boy.
Are we still concerned with F-bombs?
Not in Canada so much, I bet.
Well, NBC I'm sure is, but relax, NBC. We can handle it now.
Yeah.
And Matt Menino still thinks that the Stanley Cup was won in 1970 instead of 72.
Oh, he said that?
They had him. Yeah, trying to decipher what he was trying to say last night.
It was in 1970.
What a mush-mouthed dope.
Oh, he is just an idiot.
How is he still your mayor there, Sonny?
I don't know why the fuck we keep fucking... I don't know. I don't vote for him, but I don't know how he...
Do you realize we left 13 years ago, and he's still the mayor?
Still the mayor. And he was the mayor when we got there.
How is that possible?
I don't
They
know.
have different rules up there?
He not only wins, he wins by landslides.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Man, you guys got a corrupt city. Good for you.
Yeah, just fucking get a
Good
new
for
guy
you,
in there.
man.
You don't want a new guy in there?
We thought New York was corrupt. Good for you.
He's doing such a great job. Is he really?
I see people laughing at him all the time. So how does he win by a landslide unless something's going on that we don't want to talk about?
Mm-hmm.
The last person who tried to run against him was partly Asian, so...
I mean, that's probably...
Yeah, maybe they just keep the...
You don't like the Asians up there in Boston? I forgot.
Well, I mean...
Oh, you know what?
Everyone's got their place. So
you know what? No.
No?
I know we're going into our little bit that we do, but now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever seen an Asian in the Boston area. Maybe like around the MIT area.
Ain't there Chinatown or something?
Chinatown's kind of tucked away.
Yeah.
They put Chinatown almost on the fucking highway.
That's just it.
They pushed that Chinatown almost on the highway.
All the way off onto the highway.
Yes.
Well, now it's underground, right next to the Big Dig.
What, did they move Chinatown underground?
Underground, because of the Big Dig.
You know how racist that is to the Chinaman?
They buried all the Chinese people. Goddamn Boston.
Wait, is that true?
Well,
Is that?
Yeah, I mean, we go underground now, so we don't have to see them.
Oh, I see what you're saying. The Big Dig moves all the traffic below where Chinatown. The Big Dig pretty much went right through Chinatown. I'm telling you, or very close. I do remember that. All right, Sonny. Anything else for your Bruins?
Nah, absolutely not. I guess we're gonna have the duck boats coming up pretty soon. So
the duck tours.
Yeah.
The duck tours are coming, and they're gonna haul all the hockey players around.
Are you guys having a celebration today, tomorrow? What's the deal up there?
I'm trying to decipher what the mayor was saying. I think we're gonna have it either Friday or Saturday.
Nice. All right. Well, congratulations to fucking Boston.
There you go.
Good for you.
Thank you, sir.
Boston takes one.
Yep.
Stanley Cup.
And now finally we have no sports. Because I don't acknowledge baseball.
Oh, baseball? Come on.
No basketball, no hockey, and possibly no fucking football. This is going to be a long run here without sports.
Well, baseball's a sport. Come on. You met as high, met as far, it is gone. Teixeira. Texts one. What?
What happened?
Does he?
A home run
Not
call?
Teixeira hit a burner. A real far one. And it's Mark. Ugh. You really hit the mark, Teixeira. That's what he says. You really hit the mark, Teixeira.
I think the Mets are 500 now. I think I know that.
Yeah.
I think I know that.
Finally.
They beat the Braves last night, and I think they're now
Mets.
500. I think.
Poor Mets.
I started chuckling because I'm looking down at our prep sheet. Long Island police officer arrested for allegedly forcing a woman to grope him.
Yes.
I don't know.
Couple beautiful girls.
Gloria Allred would be very mad at me, but I think some of these stories are hilarious.
Hilarious.
What the fuck?
They are really saying this cop didn't do a thing, though. He's got an impeccable record.
A Long Island cop was arrested Wednesday for forcing a woman to grope him in exchange for letting her and her pals out of a traffic ticket. Pulled the car over, carrying 3 women in their early 20s in East Meadow. After performing field sobriety tests on the driver, the police officer allegedly ordered the victim, a passenger, out of the vehicle and over to his patrol car.
Show me how you suck a guy's cock. The last time I'm going to ask you.
He commented on what she was wearing, asked for her phone number, and said he would let her and her friends go if she did something for him.
A couple of very beautiful girls, huh? Where were you tonight? The Kit Kat Club?
He then grabbed her wrist and made her touch him sexually.
Show me with your mouth. Show me with your mouth.
He also arranged to call her for a date and then let the woman go without a summons. A few hours later, the police officer began making a series of sexually suggestive calls to the woman he had grabbed. The woman ultimately recorded one of the calls and turned them over to the police. I thought you said this guy was off the hook. That doesn't sound good.
I'm saying he's had a career that doesn't really have any of these allegations, but if she taped the call, oh boy. Perp switch just went off.
Yeah, but why? But I mean, he was doing his job, but maybe he kind of just found the girl kind of attractive and was working it. Or you think he's a perv?
Well, either way, it's not policy.
But he got her phone number, and then he was calling after the fact.
Yeah, but, if he got his phone number during the traffic stop, that's pretty inappropriate right there.
Well, then he's just a dummy.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Then
can't.
he's just a dummy.
You can't do that stuff.
You gotta assume people are just recording you all the time now.
Because they are.
They are.
Yeah.
You just gotta assume it.
You're just always being recorded.
Yeah.
Doesn't bother me. I don't give a shit. What am I doing? Walking around like an idiot. That's pretty much it. Just stumbling through the mass of humanity. I walked from Penn Station to Caroline's yesterday.
For the Louis C.K. thing?
Yeah. And I was just walking through, especially through Times Square. I was literally out loud. Just going like, ugh, get it, move. Like, I'm just annoyed. I see this mass of humanity. Everyone's fucking fat. I am stunned by this country's obsession with being fat.
You're talking to a lot of fat people right now.
I know, but they're fatzos. What are they doing?
You're making them sad. Very sad.
I noticed the overweight thing is amazing as far as race goes. The difference.
Who's the
in
fattest?
Certain race. I have to go with black women.
Black women fattest.
This is my observation from yesterday. I don't know what the stats are. Actually, I do know what the stats are. I think there's a 33% national average of obesity in the country, and I think it's 50% for blacks obesity. And black women have a very unique body shape. It's just they all look like Florida Evans from Good Times. It's just this fat thing, and I don't know what it is.
It's accepted.
Yeah, is that it?
God, I would be so depressed if that was my only choice.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I would be really bummed out.
And a lot of the sisters, they get pissed off at a brother that's walking around with a white chick. Although the white chicks they like are fat too, but some of these sisters. I saw this sister in a pair of jeans yesterday, where I could not believe I wasn't looking at some kind of CGI effect on her ass, some kind of live CGI effect, because there was no way. It looked like she had shoved fucking holiday hams into the back of those fucking pants. And I didn't find it sexy or anything. It just looked crazy. And then just big, fat women. And they think they look good. They really are walking around like with this attitude that I look good. It's like, no, you're fucking fat.
Yeah. You make a good point, too, about Times Square. It's like just so many people. And it's all people visiting New York. So you're just visiting other people visiting New York. You're not coming close to getting a taste of New York City if you hang out in Times Square.
No.
Times Square is worth checking out if you come to New York for a couple hours, maybe. Yeah. I'm sure that's where you get your hotels close by. So when you're doing other shit, you could always come back to your hotel in Times Square to check out a little of the action. But these people don't leave Times Square.
No.
Average New Yorkers, we hate it.
We have to walk through it to get to other places and shit. But
last night, we wanted to go to this. I was hanging with Roland after the Carolines thing and the Louis C.K. thing. By the way, Louis C.K. His second season of Louis.
Oh my God,
it's going to be great.
Hilarious.
I think it starts next a week from today. I think on FX.
Yeah.
And they showed 2 of the episodes down at Caroline's last night, to do the whole season premiere thing or whatever.
Crowd laughing like fucking crazy.
You liked it, right?
Yeah, it was really well done. Louis just fucking smart.
Yeah, he's onto something.
Yeah,
he's very clever.
Yeah,
his show's very different than anything else out there, and it's working certainly. I saw the first 4 episodes because I got the disc.
Yeah, I have the disc now.
I gave it to you.
Yeah. Yep. I want to watch the other 2 today.
And anyway, yeah, that's going to be great. It's going to be a very successful season. But afterwards,
I saw Natasha Lyonne walk in when I was walking out.
Really?
That chick she's from American Pie, and she was all fucked up on the drugs for a while.
She cleaned up, I heard, though.
Yeah.
She looked good?
She looked good. She looked like, Natasha Lyonne. Mm-hmm. She was walking in. I was like, oh, yeah, that's her. Yeah, that's she looked a little weird in that picture, but
she looked way better than that.
Yeah.
She got her shit together.
She wasn't looking too shabby. She was with some dude.
But you talk about Times Square. There was a restaurant I wanted to go to, a little sushi. I wanted sushi last night, and
sushi.
And logically, you're supposed we should have walked right down Broadway through Times Square to get to this place. I go to Roland. Let's fucking cut it over to 8th Avenue and get the hell out of the masses.
Yeah.
Because you're right. You can't
Sometimes
even
you
walk
gotta do
anymore.
I had to tell my chick about, like...
The old days.
Like 40... She didn't understand 42nd Street. Like, 42nd Street is just 42nd Street in Times Square.
That's all it is now.
That used to be synonymous with hookers and peep shows and fucking
Drugs.
degenerates and pimps and drugs. Like, if you said, like, oh, man, that's like a regular 42nd Street.
Oh, yeah. You're right. It means nothing now.
It means nothing now. No one... 42nd Street is not like... And that was used nationally. People knew what 42nd Street meant.
It meant debauchery's going on.
Complete and total debauchery. You did not go down 42nd Street if you were a civilian.
We did, though.
Yeah,
it was a little scary. I mean, I remember...
In the daytime.
I remember
never went at night.
No, you're right about that. I would come into the city as a teenager, high school kid or whatever, and we would want to check out 42nd Street because it was so crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy.
But you're right, during the daytime.
And it was it reminded me of of Taxi Driver and that street that De Niro's walking down when he sees Harvey Keitel, just very shady and shit. But now it's, it's just another street in Times Square.
And when they first decided to clean up Times Square, there was still a little bit of both. Like they had kind of a Disney thing that was starting to take over Times Square, but the smut was still there.
Yes.
Now you fast forward to the year 2011 here, and there's not a hint of smut. They pushed that shit all the way out to the sides.
Pushed it way out. They couldn't really survive without being on the main drag there.
Right.
What was that sign there? No, the second one down there? Yeah. Men don't protect you anymore. What does that mean?
Is that a movie?
Is that there's like sleazy ass movie theaters.
Yeah.
Well, those are some cool pictures though. I like looking at that old shit from like, from like the Odd Couple days. It's like the days from like the opening sequence of the Odd Couple.
Hell yeah.
That's when like New York was gritty and fucking nasty.
Like we said yesterday, a little dirt.
Little dirt. That was really grungy.
Let's say hi to Marcos in Yonkers. Marcos.
Hey, what's going on, boys?
Hey, man.
Hello.
Hey, I just want to say to all the Boston fans out there, fuck you, go Yankees!
Oh, there you go.
See, Yonkers.
Yonkers.
Yonkers doesn't make the nation there.
No.
We're calling it now the Boston nation, not just Red Sox nation.
Yonkers.
Let me say hi to Steve, Black Guy, San Francisco. Steve, how are you, sir?
Good morning, gentlemen. Anthony at the compound known as Technical Steve. We used to talk about computers together earlier.
Yes.
But yes, indeedy. So my thing is that you may not know this, but I'm part black. And I'm all about the fit girls. I don't like the fat chicks because fucking the fit girls are more fun, man. I can do more things with them out here in the West Coast. We're about the beach. We're about hiking, biking, running, even dancing. I don't like dancing, so that makes me a weird black guy.
You're also about the ass sex.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Let's not just blow that part off.
I also...
San Francisco has a lot of ass sex going on.
I have to say, this gentleman has the best-sounding phone line I've ever heard.
It really is
It's like an
amazing.
ISDN.
Right.
Well, here's the thing. I'm using Google. That's the thing.
Really? Google's got their shit figured out.
That sounds fantastic.
This is through Google. You just get... Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm on Whackbag too, and people have actually asked me, why do you sound so good? I'm like, 'cause I'm on Google, fucking ISDN, or VoIP is what it is. Voice over Internet.
Voice over Internet protocol.
Very nice, sir. Very nice.
That sounds good. Well, congrats, man.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, and you like the tight bitches.
Yes.
None of that loosey-goosey shit.
No.
Yeah,
no big bitches for you.
No. Well, here's the thing. They tend to outweigh me because I'm not the biggest man on the planet stature-wise. I'm like 5'8", but I sling an okay midsection there, and so they like that.
Well, tell us more.
Yeah. Oh, no. Well, if Jimmy was there. If Jimmy was there, he'd be like, oh.
Tell us more.
Yeah. No.
All right, brother.
That's all I got to say. Really, is that it's like I'm all about the tight girls, and I'm not the only one. Because look, Obama, he's not the only new African American, and you got a lot of them listening to you. They're the old style blacks, African Americans.
Yeah.
You know, even Patrice, and I love Patrice. You know, like all about the look at that big old ass on her. No,
you're not feeling it.
Hey, how black are you, Steve?
I am about 60%.
60%. So you're like a little blacker than like cafe latte, right?
What would you give him?
What kind of chocolate are you? You're not dark chocolate.
Give us a celebrity. Skin tone
more
match.
like you're more like milk chocolate.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: drunk girls call me Tiger.
Okay, Tiger, kind of a thing going
Tiger
on.
Woods.
There you go.
Yeah. I get that a lot from the drunk girls, and so.
Yeah.
And here's the other thing that I want to ask is why the fuck all these drunk girls, they will say things that the sober girls will not because their defenses are down.
They're drunk.
It's like, oh, exactly. I love it. But it's kind of demoralizing.
Well, like, I got to take you home to meet my father. And then they realize, I was just drunk when I said that.
Right. Eventually. Exactly. Exactly. They're like, shit. Now how do I get out of this shit?
Kraft macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, you sound like that guy. Whatever happened to that guy?
I love that guy.
Oh, yeah.
I love that
Ted.
dude.
We
Ted
told
Williams.
you exactly what was going to happen with that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's going to come back around after he gets out of rehab and then fuck up again.
Well, of course he will.
All right, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir,
All right,
with
guys.
the great
Yeah,
Google
Steve,
phone.
San Francisco.
Thank
Fucking
you.
great advertisement for Google today.
Jesus, right?
Yeah.
If they got that shit figured
That
out.
sounds clear as like a bell, I'd say. Clear as a bell.
Fucking bell. Yeah, later.
All
Bye.
right, Steve, San Francisco. Thank you, sir. David in New York, talking about gritty Times Square and gritty
David.
New York in general.
David.
Yeah, hey guys.
Hey, man.
Show, man. Listen, if you're looking for a shitty New York, you got to check out the original Kojak, the first and second season. It is like old school 70s New York.
Wow, yeah.
Oh, the streets are always wet, and it's always dark, and there's always somebody jumping out of a dumpster somewhere. It's great.
And there's always a siren in the distance.
Yeah, siren.
Always.
The big bubble siren on top of the cars.
Yeah.
I like the old cop cars they had back then, and the buses.
The little cherry on top.
There were the buses didn't have any emissions. Like they didn't give a shit. It was just a blah, and black smoke pouring out. It was fantastic.
Love you guys. Check it out.
All right,
Thank
brother.
you, sir.
Charles Bronson movie, same thing. Very gritty New York.
Yeah, but Bronson's the Bronson movies, Death Wish movies, it was too phony. Like, fucking Jeff Goldblum was a bad guy. And he had a Jughead hat on and just looked silly. There's Telly Savalas. Yeah, who loves you, baby? And they're showing, like, the gritty New York, interspersed with pictures of Telly Savalas as Kojak, a Quinn Martin production. There it is. Remember this music?
Oh, yeah.
Da-da, where you had to sit in front of the TV and actually watch the whole show, commercials and everything. When it came on, everyone gathered around. I remember sitting down with my brother and sister and mom, and we'd sit and watch like fucking Kojak and Cannon and Mannix and shit like that. And it was like, that's just what you had to do. There was nothing else to do.
French Connection is the best New York movie
That is a good one.
for gritty shit.
Yeah.
We're looking for gritty shit.
I'm not saying the best. I don't know what the best is. French Connection's good. There's some filth in that.
I think Taxi Driver really kind of
Taxi Driver
shows
really.
you the gritty, dirty New York.
Oh, yeah.
And they show you Times Square. So
Yeah.
if you've ever visited New York and seen Times Square in the last couple of years, yeah, you gotta watch Taxi Driver or something and compare what you saw to what it used to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty accurate. Let's say hi to Iggy. Very, very, very pissed off black guy from Houston.
Oh, what happened?
Iggy, what's wrong, brother?
Man, I'm so fucking sick of these black dudes calling in, talking about their hair white and hair black. I'm sick of this shit. I hear this shit all the time.
Yeah, really?
I agree with you a lot, too, on what you talk about, Ant. But what killed me is the black guy. Oh, I'm not this, I'm not that. So fuck out of here.
See, you're an honest guy, right?
I'm pretty much honest. I think so.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I've ever asked for in my black people. It's honesty.
you right. You right in a lot of shit you say. A lot of shit you say you fucking crazy too.
See, we have a lot in common then.
And I like a big ass.
Shit.
You like a big ass.
Why do you like a big ass? Doesn't it starts smelling after a while?
Oh, Jesus.
If they don't have youth on their side, that shit starts smelling. What the fuck?
Stankin'. Get some stankin' ass out.
Yeah, give me a big ass so I can slap. So I can hit it from the back.
I hear you, brah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why we're on this, but the original Pelham 123 is good for Gritty New York. Thank you, Tony in Brooklyn. That shows the subway system, which basically is the same subway system.
Yeah.
They barely have
thing.
They have barely fixed the subway system.
They changed the cars around a little bit.
A little bit.
Remember where they had the actual straps that hung down from the fucking ceiling of the subway cars? And they were called strap hangers. Now there's no straps.
Now it's just metal bars.
Just metal
that
poles.
Are extremely greasy.
They're all greasy from nasty people fucking holding on to them.
Just whatever food they were eating before they got on, or the sweat of a New York day.
Yeah, look at that shit.
When I have to hold on to one of those bars, oh, fuck.
It's really
and sometimes you don't have a choice. You really have to, man.
Yeah, when things really stopping short of some shit. That's a pain in the ass.
Let me say hi to Cassius in Brooklyn. Cassius.
Hello, boys.
What's up, buddy?
Sir.
Yeah, if we're talking about Times Square and movies, you got to look up the scenes in Taxi Driver.
Yeah, we're kind of looking.
We're looking right now, I guess.
Looking at Taxi Driver right now. Yeah, Scorsese really caught the whole thing.
Yeah. The old guy playing the snare drum out in the corner.
Yeah,
out on the street, and then he takes Sybil Shepherd to the porn movie, and
a lot of steam, a lot of steam coming out of manhole covers, and
hey, they just showed you the guy you still shoot at to this day at the shooting range.
Oh, the meh, yeah, he's using a target. Yeah, Muggsy, meh.
All right, sir, we're going to an old cop. Pete in Staten Island, you're retired at this point, huh?
Yeah, good morning, guys.
Morning. Hey. Used to be a cop in Times Square, this guy.
Yeah.
What years?
1989, and I transferred out in 2002. So I saw from
tail end.
Not real. He saw the shit in 89. Because Giuliani didn't start cleaning that shit up until the mid-90s.
Yeah, that was the Dinkins debauchery.
So he saw the shit.
Yeah.
Fuck Giuliani. It was the cops. He took all the credit. Give the credit to the NYPD, man. We did the shit, and we got no raise from that stupid piece of shit. So, bottom line is, we got the shaft. But listen, it was a good time back then.
Wait, let me ask you something, sir. Okay, let me set this up nice for you. A lot of people are listening to us now that have seen Times Square in the last year or two, or are going to see it in the very near future, and it's a very nice area. As a New Yorker, though, I have no desire to hang out there, but it is a really, really nice place to check out in New York City, certainly.
If you're a tourist, sure.
Explain to these people what it used to be like in 1989, 1990, the first year or two you were down there.
Okay, let me explain 1990. I would be standing on the corner, 42nd Street, 7th Avenue. I would see a group of tourists walk by. Then there would be a gang of about 30 young urban youths who like to tour around there as well. And they'd look at me, look at the tourists, beat the bags off the tourists, steal everything they can because it was kind of like survival of the fittest. Knew I could only catch one or two of them.
Yeah.
28 got away running in everything.
Mob mentality.
Hey, I think I would take that odds.
Yeah, good odds.
Be part of a group of 30 and knowing only two of you are going to get caught?
Yeah.
I would take
odds are good. 15-1.
Right.
Young Mike Tyson used to run up and down 42nd Street, beating up old ladies and stealing their pocketbooks over there, too.
There was a big pocketbook stealing epidemic in the city back then. That was like a big thing to do, grab and run.
Cameras, gold chains, and it didn't matter how many cops were out there. And let me tell you, man, we worked hard. But again, when you got 50 cops on the street, but you got 400 or 500, of these young fellas getting out and getting paid. Let's just say people were getting brutalized, and then they looked at us like, hey guys, what are you doing for us?
And you also remember the pimps and the drug dealers and the prostitutes. They would just walk around openly, man.
Most of the prostitutes were actually the chicks with the dicks.
Oh, really?
Great.
Yeah, most of these, drunken businessmen, really couldn't tell the difference by then. But let me tell you.
I think you could always tell the difference, by the way. I don't think you could be drunk enough to not know the difference.
Come on.
You got these drunken flids, which is fucking Long Island dick.
A flid.
They had no clue when they had enough.
Perfect.
They had enough booze in them, and anything looked good to them. They had no clue. There's a lot of celebrities that used to ride over there too.
Yeah.
There was a very famous transvestite bar called Sally's Hideaway on 43rd Street off of 8th. And let's say a big-time comedian back then who was in movies kind of like frequented that place. Eddie Murphy.
Well, we don't know. We can't just say that, sir.
He probably knows.
You probably know, but we don't know, so we got to say we don't know.
Yeah.
That's what this guy's saying.
Yeah, it looked a lot like him.
All right, we're just kind of protecting our shit, that's all.
I hear you. But listen, guys, you want to old school? Midnight Cowboy. You will see...
Yeah, Midnight Cowboy is pretty nasty.
Yeah, that's the 42nd Street that I came to really love where I first started working. That was...
you could tune people up, no cameras. Fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, I'll tell you, and I know you got to get off, but...
Yes, we do.
The guy on the corner of 43rd Street and 8th Avenue, he videotaped us for 4 years, and we had no idea.
Yeah, see, and I know you were in there and there was shit going on, but I'm actually talking about the 70s.
Were even worse.
Where it was like real, like the mob was fully fucking entrenched and involved. They were gunning each other down like daily. There was mob wars going on. So you'd hear about, Jimmy the horse getting shot. Jimmy the horse got shot.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I ran around there as a kid. I went up there when I was 14.
I don't hang up on him.
That's you go like this. Hey, sir. Thank you for the input on that whole thing. You've really clarified a lot of things for us.
You really added to the conversation,
you,
Pete.
Hey, guys, listen. Big
see, I don't know how
I was
to do
trying
this.
to.
Yeah. What, Pete?
Goodbye.
Okay.
Goodbye. You know what added to it that isn't there anymore, and things that are there that take away from the whole thing, is the payphones, because those are all gone. Those were sleazy, stinky urinals, and the fire and police pull boxes that were all over the place. The open garbage pails.
Oh, fuck.
Like they were just like mesh garbage cans and shit was flying around. Like the sidewalks were filthy.
They figured out that garbage can thing.
And like cell phones and
cell phones.
And I mean now.
Oh, okay.
Like your cell phone, your fucking, smartphones, you're plugging in, you're listening with your earbuds, boom, you're out there, dude. No, like that takes away from what was going on then. People had to look at other people and kind of interact almost.
And you left your house and you were in the wild, wild fucking West.
With nothing but, a payphone maybe.
Maybe.
To help you out, or a pull box.
Right.
If you got into any trouble. But, it was just
I don't even understand.
Whole different fucking vibe.
We lived through this, and I don't remember how we were able to gather with each other. I don't understand how we did it.
How'd you get together? How'd you get a meeting together with your friends?
I don't know.
You can actually get on a hardline phone and
It's always with
or...
texting, where are you? Okay, I'll be there in 5. Blah, you know the deal, obviously.
But
there was a time you left your house and you just somehow figured out how to meet up with all your friends.
I think when you were hanging out with them, you actually planned the next time you were going to hang out. It's like, hey, I'll see you, hey, Monday, let's meet at the fucking whatever.
Right. But you had to remember that shit.
Yeah. Or you'd be home on the regular phone with the big curly Q wire and you'd call.
How lost do you feel when you don't have your cell phone for the day?
Yeah. And you don't have to talk to people that you didn't intend to talk to when you have cell phone, because everybody has their own phone. You used to call your friends up and you'd have to deal with their mom or their dad.
Right.
It's like, oh, hi, Mr. fucking douchebag. Is Bob home? Oh, yeah.
Hold on a minute.
Anthony. So how you been? How's the family? It's like, I didn't call for this. And now you just directly call whoever the fuck you want. No middleman.
My mom's been calling, over and over again. And I finally answered the phone. Finally. And she was very confused. She was like, I've been trying to get a hold of you. And your voicemail's not set up. I have a new phone, and my voicemail's not set up. Because you don't need it anymore, because you see who called.
You see who called.
And the whole, hi, leave a message. So for me, it's like, why set up the voicemail? I know if you're calling. And if I feel like it, I'll call you back.
I'll call you back.
So I tried to explain to my mom that I don't use my phone for phone calls. And she couldn't understand the concept.
Yeah, it's a text machine.
And she's still with it, but she's in her 70s, and she doesn't she's like, what are you talking? I'm like, I don't use my phone for phone calls.
Yeah.
And you don't have a phone where you text, so that's where the problem is.
Yeah.
I don't pick up my phone when it rings. I just don't do it anymore.
I just have my jitterbug with the big 911 button in the middle for emergencies.
But she couldn't wrap her head around that. She's like, it's a phone. Of course you pick it up when it rings. I'm like, no.
Nope.
You look and go, oh, this person's trying to get a hold of me.
Nope.
And sometimes I go, all right, I guess I got to talk to that person. Or I'll wait for, them to stop calling me, and then I'll text them, hey, what's up?
Or you get the phone call, you don't accept it, and then they text you with the information that they need.
Exactly.
And then it's like, all right, why the fuck didn't you just do that? Look, I'm not a talky on the phone guy. Mm-hmm. I'm a ready, texty guy.
Yeah, I like reading more than talking.
Yeah.
So, reading and typing.
Exactly.
We should take a break because
tackling.
We got Larry the Cable Guy coming in today.
Where are we going? I mean, what?
What's his catchphrase again? Get her done?
Let's get her done.
Get her done.
How,
we like Larry the Cable Guy. He's got a new movie. He's in that Cars movie. Cars 2, I think.
Cars 2.
And the whole movie revolves around his character, which I think he plays, a pickup truck or something?
Is he the dump truck or the pickup truck?
I forget now.
I have no idea.
But he's in town promoting that.
He can tell us.
He wanted to come by and say hi.
You think he heard about the where we going?
God, I hope not, because we really beat the shit out of him.
Oh, boy, did we ever. I do not want any fucking clips played.
Why?
Because I know personally I probably said some pretty heinous things. Like, oh, get her to shut up. I was being really
Why are you saying shut up?
I don't know.
He's very successful with that.
I know. And you know something?
And we're still doing the same old shit
Oh, of course we are.
We've been doing for 17 years.
I also like his Larry the Cable Guy a show that he's got there where he goes around America and does shit.
Blue collar thing? Or is that over with?
No, not the blue collar thing. Where he
stand up.
No. He goes out and finds a little bit of Americana and shit like that.
Right.
And he participates.
I haven't seen it
saw him
yet.
once doing some crawfishing with some guy. And I thought it was going to be like this real kind of, cutesy bullshit, get her done and shit. Mm-hmm. But it's, he's edgy on it and makes some pretty funny fucking jokes.
Shit, I'll have to check
these
it out.
Guys. Yeah.
Only in America?
Only in America.
And he also, thank you, Carolina Man, he plays the tow truck in Cars too. Like, that matters.
It is the tow truck. Yeah, okay.
I liked the first Cars movie, did you?
I
like animated
I watched
features.
it. I really don't.
You don't remember?
It's not that memorable. Not like the Toy Stories or little Simba.
Oh, that's right. He's that guy.
He's that guy.
With the teeth in the front of the tow truck.
Yeah, the rusted old tow truck.
Yes. So Larry's coming in a few minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Rich Voss is stopping by to help us out a little bit because Jimmy's in the middle of flying back from Chicago. I heard.
Like the tow truck, he's a comic with the teeth.
Yes.
In the front.
Oh, Rich, yes.
Yes.
I heard Antisocial in Chicago was a huge hit. I was reading Coke Logic's tweets this morning. He said it was just an amazing show. He said his friend almost died. He was laughing so hard. I don't know. I don't know what he meant by that. If it was, if he really almost died, or it was one of those things.
There have been times I've been at Caroline's watching
Brian
a comic like Regan or and I've been laughing so hard that I had to stop listening. Like I had to put my fingers in my ears and put my head down because I thought I couldn't breathe anymore.
It puts you in an uncomfortable situation where you're like, wait, this is a weird feeling I'm having.
I'm laughing too much. I'm hyperventilating. That's
Seth in Illinois went
comic
as well. He's a regular. He loved it. Everyone loved the Anti-Social show in Chicago. Great. And I can't wait to talk to Jimmy tomorrow because he tweeted a picture from Oprah's stage.
I saw that.
Elo gave him the big tour.
Gave him the tour, huh?
Of Harpo Studios.
Like the big boss, he just walked around.
Yeah. Showing his dick, basically. Elo was showing his dick.
That's his dick.
This is what I do
That's
now.
his version of showing his dick.
And then our old pal, Sully from Godsmack stopping by.
Yeah.
What is he promoting?
I think he's got a solo project going on.
I like his solo shit, man.
Yeah.
I like his stuff a lot.
Well,
I like everything he does, and we go way back with Sully.
The first album was a solo album, if you think about it.
He put all that together and then got the band, right?
Yeah, he did all that shit himself and then got a band to play it all, so.
I love his voice.
He's a talented man.
Still doing it, too, man.
Yeah.
We left Boston, like I said, 13 years ago, and he was starting up right around that time.
Yeah.
Maybe a year before that, so he's been at it 14 solid years now, something like that.
Just looking at the Pandora thing. Guess their shares went up and then whoop, came back down.
And then went back down?
Yep. People made some bucks, but Jesus.
Also, on the way, Wiener press conference, Gloria Allred's involved, thank God.
Yeah, she's got to get involved. When any whore starts yapping about some involvement with somebody of notoriety, she has to get her fucking ass involved.
Ginger Lee. She's representing Ginger Lee.
Yeah.
I think Ginger Lee can handle this shit.
Yeah.
Why does Gloria Allred have to get involved? I guess we'll find out.
What hack fucking stripper names? Whenever you're Ginger and then the L, like Lee, you're trying to like capitalize on the original Ginger Lynn.
Right.
Who was very big in the porno.
Right.
Industry.
I think
and
it
then
tricks
it's like
people.
always Ginger this, Ginger Lee, Ginger Lane, Ginger. Yeah, it's just, stop.
I think it tricks you into thinking she's a top notch porn chick if you have the first name Ginger.
Yeah.
I think it's very calculated.
Mm-hmm.
And why was Gloria Allred not wearing the red? When does she wear the red pantsuit?
Period.
No, well,
maybe period.
Only when it gets serious.
Yeah.
Yesterday was just the introductory thing with the press conference, but then she gets all in with her stupid red pantsuit crap.
It was a how do you do?
And also Obama tells the Today Show about Wiener and how he should resign. So you got Obama talking about
Obama.
That's never good.
No.
And then we got Sam Jackson reading this kid's book. Yeah, a lot of people tell me I should get this book. It's called Go the Fuck to Sleep. It's a bestseller.
Sam
and
Jackson.
It really is a kid's book, and it's Go the Fuck to Sleep. So Sam Jackson is reading a little bit out of the book.
Very appropriate.
So we'll try to get that on today. And then remember the guy with the catch for the Giants? David Tyree. He wrote a whole book about one lousy football play.
Hey,
I mean, it was an amazing catch.
More than
and it was
a catch.
I get it, but he was trying to tell people it was more than a catch. Was that the name of the book?
Yeah. I think it was more than a catch.
And he wrote a whole book about it. Well,
he caught it between his helmet and his hand.
And the team didn't care enough about him to keep him on the team, which I think is hilarious. Because if it wasn't for him, they wouldn't have won the Super Bowl. And then they said, beat it, stupid. It was one stupid catch in our eyes. Well, he's coming out against, I should say quickly, he's coming out against gay marriage.
Oh, what a guy.
He's one of those guys.
The fuck's the problem?
I'm married. Who gives a fuck?
Gives a shit.
I don't give a fuck if you marry a fucking yam.
Let them be miserable too.
Marriage is really not that sacred.
No.
When 60 to 70% of them are failing, it's really not that sacred.
if you had to stay married, there was no ever getting out of it, then it would be like something that's like, wow, this is some serious shit. But the second things go bad, you're just like, bag.
Well, the divorce rate is 60 or 70%, right? At least 60.
Yeah.
And then there's a bunch of miserable fucks out there that have no choice and have to stay married.
Yep.
So that number probably should be a lot higher, but you hear it a lot of times. I hear it in my own life. I know guys that are like, look, I would get divorced. I can't afford it.
Yep.
It comes down to I can't afford to get divorced.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's a sacred thing at all. I like being married. I'm not going to front. But, when these guys come out with the whole I'm against gay marriage.
Marriage, here's what marriage amounts to. People want to think it's a sacred bond and love between man and women looked down upon or looked, upon by God to blah, 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 blah. It's what it amounts to. It's one of the most horrible business contracts you'll ever enter into.
It's so true.
You would never, if a business guy came up to you and said, I want to get into a partnership with you, and here's the contract, and if anything happens, here's how it's going to end. You're going to give me half your shit, regardless of if it's before or after we started this business proposition. I could just leave anytime I want.
Right.
Also, the house that you live in, so you're going to have to leave, and I'm going to stay there, and you're just going to have to work and pay me, and then get your own little shit apartment. You going to sign? You'd be like, no! But because you're getting pussy, as Jim says, you sign that contract.
Well, a lot of guys don't have a choice.
Yeah?
They don't have a choice.
Why? What do you mean?
Because they want the pussy. They want to be...
Oh, the pussy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but there's free pussy out there.
You should, if you're getting married, you should have a lot of, choices and options. You should have, a menu.
Guys,
I want this part of it. I want this. I want that. No, I'm not going to give up 50% or more if we get divorced. But society has decided we're not going to change this shit anytime soon.
What has decided?
Society. It's crazy that this is still accepted.
Yeah.
It's crazy that the guy gets so fucked in divorces. And now a couple women will call and say they got fucked.
Really? Wow.
You're the extreme minority.
Yeah.
The fact is guys get completely fucked over in divorce. Completely fucked over.
You know what I consider guys that get married are the guys that pull their credit card out for internet porn. It's not necessary. There's plenty of free porn out there. You don't have to pay for it.
It's unbelievable what happens, but
yeah.
So the gay marriage thing, whatever. Join the party. I don't care.
Come on, get married. Who cares?
Fucking.
And I'm like a Republican.
Marry a llama. I don't give a fuck.
I'm Republican, and people think oh God, Anthony must be a conservative right-wing Republican. No, I'm fiscally Republican, but ideologically I'm a Nazi.
Mm-hmm.
So I was supposed to get a little laugh.
Sorry.
No, I don't believe it's too true. Is what it is. It didn't have a joke to it. It's completely true.
Should we keep going? I got distracted and I apologize because I should have laughed at that. It's a great line, but I'm seeing Larry.
No.
Larry's here and he has a heart out at 7:35, so I'm thinking maybe we should just keep going here.
Oh shit.
Or a quick break.
That fucking sandwich. If I could glom half this down my gullet.
We're going to do a quick break and get Larry the Cable Guy here, and then Ant's going to explain what type of Republican he is.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to forget, but it got a little weird right there because we got a timing issue with Larry the Cable Guy.
It's all right. It was one line. Fuck it.
All right. Sorry about that. They left out there, though.
I got to eat.
All right. Stay there.
The virus. Call the Opie Anthony Show now. 866-WOW-1-WOW. That's 866-969-1969. Send your feedback to feedback@opieandanthony.com. The Opie and Anthony Show.
Good morning, Larry the Cable Guy.
I know, right? Actually, we always have it, but it's usually Club Soda
What's
Kenny.
up, Larry? Been a while. How are you, sir?
Good night. I was a short, thin black man last time I was in.
Wait, what happened? I can't hear
Which one
you.
you want me to sit?
Which one you like? Which one you like?
Sit here. No
Take
matter
the comfy seat.
What did you say last time you were here? What?
Last time I was here, it's been so long. Last time I was here, I was a tall, thin black man. But now
It's been a while.
I know now I'm a short, fat white guy.
But that has nothing to do with us. We would love to have you in.
No, I know.
You've been a busy man, sir.
I've been very busy, and I got to just say this. I hate starting off with a bitch, but here's why security pisses me off. Like, I'm coming into the building today. As soon as I get here, every single person down there, hey, Larry, get her done. Let me see your license.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you get up here, security in this country would be fine if it came with a little common sense.
Yeah.
It's like the reason you have security is to make sure that somebody that you don't know is somewhere they shouldn't be. So you check to make sure, well, who's this guy and where's he going?
Yes.
But when you go somewhere and everybody knows who you are, why should, it's like...
That should be good enough.
And well, then you do that. Then I get up in the building. You got a security guard there, and then you got some guy standing there with the door open going, hey, Larry, come on. You're on in like 5 minutes. And the guy goes, hold on, I need to see your identification. Look, dude, you dumbass. Why do I need the guy's right there. He knows I'm here. Right. That's what's lacking. It's like when you go to the airport. I remember when they started frisking people during the holidays at the airport, grabbing your nuts, fondling your private parts at the airport, which sucked because my wife was already worried about my uncle feeling her up, Now she's got to worry about
strangers.
The government doing
strangers, right.
But it's just irritating. And first of all, what am I possibly going to smuggle under my nuts, bring an airplane down? You know what I mean?
In all fairness, you do look like a terrorist, though.
Well,
you fit the profile.
You really fit the profile.
I really did. Look, if I could smuggle something under my nuts, it'd be luggage, so I got to pay the extra $25. All right.
Look at you. You look just like the terrorists.
I look just like a Taliban, don't I? It's but that was my bitch for today.
You know what?
It's just so
you're
frustrating.
You're a visitor, though. We work here every day. They see us every day, and every once in a while we'll forget we all have these dumb badges, right? Every once in a while you forget it at home.
Right.
We have to jump through hoops. It's like you see me every day. Obviously, if it says in the system that I wasn't fired, then just let me through. But you have to sign up. You have to sign this. They have to take a new picture. I'm like, what are you doing?
That's why government is such a bunch of dumbasses. Look, I'm all for following, but have a little common sense. It's like they've got government. When you get to be a government official or somebody in charge, you lose all sense of effing common sense.
Yeah.
And that's why the rest of America can't stand y'all, because you're a bunch of dickheads, because you have no common sense.
You know what common sense is, though? Common sense, people mistake it for profiling and being prejudiced and doing it. It's like, no, it's common sense.
Exactly.
It could save so much money and time if they would just put a little, common sense into the whole thing.
I completely agree. And that guy down there, I mean, you could have gave him a Viagra and he'd have got 2 inches taller. I'll guarantee. Just pathetic.
This only in America. I know you're here for Cars too, and we'll certainly make sure everyone knows about that. But this only in America does look like a good show. I personally have not seen it and saw it and said, man, he really likes what Larry's doing with this show.
I thought honestly that you were going to be like this kind of nice guy that goes around and just does these things in America and stuff, and it wasn't going to be very edgy or anything.
Almost like a fluff piece.
Like a fluffy, like one of those fluff news pieces. Like, hey, we got our reporter here, and he's going to do this. But you are saying some funny shit to some of these people, man. I saw that one episode where you went. I guess you were crawfish.
It was crawfishing.
Grabbing up some crawfishing. You were giving that guy so much shit. It was hilarious.
How many kids? 8 kids. You got a thing in other places called rubber. You ever hear that?
Yeah, rubber. Really?
And how about that one dude? He goes, I go, oh man, that's what he used for bait. It stinks, Larry. It really stinks. That's not a good odor. I go, wow, we're gonna get done doing this. My wife's gonna accuse me of cheating on her.
Yeah, it's like shit like that. And I'm like, okay, now I get what he's doing now. It's not just like the fluff piece of the the weatherman being sent around the country to do wacky stuff.
Well, how do you crawfish, by the way? Is that a net?
Dude, you put some bait that they have prepared. It's a nutritional bait, and then the heads of dead fish, and you just put them out with traps, and you can leave them out there, and then you pull them up, and all these crawfish get these.
I hate crawfish, by the way.
Disgusting.
It looked awful, and then the whole processing part of it too, where the women are there just pulling the fucking things apart. I was horrified by the whole thing.
It completely sucks, but I mean, it makes for a good show. But that's the reason for the show. just interviewing regular Americans that got really different kinds of jobs, but they're living the American dream. Because you watch the news, it's all BS. It's all everybody. America sucks. We're all a bunch of racists. The whole thing. Well, this is a show where I'm going. It doesn't matter what color, where you live, the whole deal. You're raising your kids in America. You're trying to live the American dream. You're good folks, and I like talking to them, and I talk to them like I would talk regular to you guys.
Exactly.
Just showing people, look.
Yeah.
Everybody's not politically correct. Right. 90% of this country is just like, you know, if it's funny and if you said a funny quip, they're going to laugh at it. It's no big deal. It's just showing America, raw America, and it's awesome.
You nailed it. Why are they forcing us to be politically correct? It's never going to happen.
Well, I want to know who they are.
Yeah.
That's how we say it, Larry, because you don't know who they are.
And they go, well, I don't think you can do that joke. Why can't I do that joke?
Right. Who's saying I can't do that joke?
Well,
give me a name.
It's rude. Well, it's rude to you. It may not be rude to the other 8 people I just told a joke.
A lot of people were laughing, but if one person doesn't like it and they write a letter,
that's the thing.
Then that has more weight than the thousands of people
that enjoyed it.
I mean, I can understand about common sense. I'm not going to do an off-color joke in front of a bunch of little kids and family environment. If I'm out with a guy crawfishing, that's how 2 guys would talk being out crawfishing.
Right.
Now, my show on the History Channel, I keep it so, because I know there's going to be some kids watching it. Most of your little kids are asleep. But I try to keep it a certain hard PG-15 type show.
Yeah.
But it's like, but you're right. I don't want to do something. Not everything has to be for little kids. Not everybody has to be Al Roker. You know, I'm just a regular guy, you know.
And that's what I saw, and I was like, oh, okay, now I get it.
It's refreshing, right, Ant?
Yeah, I almost wish they would advertise it a little more honestly, like that's what it is.
Right.
Because I had a misconception about it.
I really did, but now
I found it very funny.
I'm going to check it out now.
I appreciate it. I was real happy with it, because I remember before it came out, you know, and you shouldn't read these things, but I went on to see what some people thought where it was going to be, or that kind. And then after the first 6, I'm like, oh shit, that's a stupid move.
You ought to just throw your computer in the water.
I know, but I will say this: for the first time, when I went back and rechecked some of that stuff after the show aired, and there were literally people on there going, you know what? I'll be honest with you, I changed my mind. The show is nothing like I thought it was going to be.
I know. So that seems to be the verdict on that one.
I got to ask you about Tracy Morgan. What do you think about that whole thing?
I don't think he should have apologized.
God bless you.
I really don't. Look,
it was on a comedy stage.
But not even even if it wasn't a comedy,
I know,
those are his feelings. That's the cool thing about America. You have the freedom. That's what my show is about. We have the freedom to think, do anything, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody else. As long as you're not physically killing and beating on somebody.
Right.
Whatever happened to sticks and stones? Whatever happened? Look, people call me names all the time. I don't give a shit. Call me whatever you want to. I got a life other than you, and if I don't like you, I tune you out.
Yep.
You know, it's like some people complain, Opie and Anthony were saying this. Well, then turn off dang Opie and Anthony, you dumbass.
Don't make a crusade to get us, taken off the air and lose our job.
Flippin' retarded. And I got to tell you, Tracy Morgan is a funny guy. He was just on stage doing his show, so maybe he was angry, or maybe he said it. The guy says, I didn't like the tone in which he was saying. Well, who the F are you to say you don't like the tone of the way somebody's saying something? Yeah. There's a lot of other comedians out there. Let me tell you something. Lisa Lampanelli is a dear friend of mine. She goes on stage and says stuff 100 times, and then they'll go, yeah, but she's just joking about, well, we're joking
Tracy
or not. It's the same kind of, come on, you guys.
And you're up on a stage. And we were saying, once a comic gets on stage and starts being censored because of PC police out there, that's really bad.
You know what? You're exactly right.
Really bad.
A lot of comedians are in for a rude awakening. At some point down the line, all these people go, well, he should have apologized. Wait till they start telling you to apologize for something that you did. And that day is coming. Every comedian should stick up for every other comedian when they're on stage, because it is freedom of expression. That's what makes this country great. And because you don't like what somebody else is saying, then don't listen to that. Don't buy a ticket to go see him anymore.
You have the right to be offended.
You have the
right to be offended.
But here's the thing: we've become such pussies.
Yep.
You can't. It's a wonder we even win a goddamn war anymore. Because, I mean, the other soldiers don't even have to shoot at us. They just have to say something offensive and we'll melt in the line.
They've offended us.
I want to applaud Larry the Cable Guy, because not a lot of guys defending Tracy. Not a lot of the big names.
Well, look,
some big names are a little scared to talk about this.
It's freedom. It's freedom of expression.
Right.
I don't have to agree with what Tracy Morgan says, but I agree with the fact that Tracy Morgan is a stand-up comedian. People pay to go see him, and if he says something they don't like, then they got that decision. Well, you know what? He was a little off the edge for me today. I don't agree with a lot of things he said. I'm not going to pay to see Tracy Morgan anymore. But if you want to protest Tracy Morgan, and if he doesn't apologize, and here's the thing: do you want him to apologize because he was really sorry for what he said, or do you want him to apologize because he was scared he was going to get thrown off Saturday Night Live? I would rather somebody apologize to me because they really sincerely feel bad about what they say, not because they would. And if you start losing jobs over stuff that you say, we might as well goddamn move to China.
And what happened to just the apology being good enough? Glad said, well, the apology, we accept his apology, but that's not enough. We need more from Tracy Morgan. Remember the days if someone apologized to you, that was sort of good enough if you knew he was sincere?
Yeah, now he's got to be a spokesman.
Well, now we said they grabbed him, and now they're holding him hostage. Now we're going to make you do a few things, or we're going to ruin your fucking career.
Yeah, the apology's always a lot nicer when it comes with a check for $1 million. That's when the apology is always really, he apologized. That was a nice apology.
Or you agree to speak.
Yeah, it gets down to the root of what the apology is all about. You know what I mean?
I haven't heard or seen an apology by a public figure that I have thought was sincere in years.
No, never.
None of them. They're always trying to either save their own ass or appease somebody, or it's forced out of them. There's never anybody that has done anything that I've seen them go, look, and immediately they say, and it's not written by a spokesperson or said by somebody else, and just honestly went, look, yeah, I screwed up and I really apologize. You don't see that.
No, it's like these politicians. I'll tell you right now, if there was a politician out there that said something and people got on him and he said, no, I'm not going to apologize. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
That guy's going to get a lot of votes, especially if people feel the same way he feels.
Wow, honesty, right? Yeah, you'd be like, wow, there you go.
What happened to that? But that's just the thing, a long time ago when I was doing stand-up writing commentaries that was just something, a long time ago. But I remember we had a conversation way back in the mid-90s about how political correctness is going to end up killing a lot of businesses. And it's about to kill stand-up comedy as well.
Yeah. Because Tracy's not the last one.
No.
You're going to see people go, oh, we have the opportunity. Let me come in here. I'm going to record this. Right. And we'll get a good recording of a comic saying something off color, take it completely out of context. And then, wow, this is hate speech.
Well, it's like when Kramer did what he did,
Oh, yeah.
And all the black comics are coming out going, well, I wasn't really offended. He's just a bad comedian.
Yeah, he just sucks.
He's not a comedian.
He wasn't funny though.
He's not racist.
At all.
He's just a bad comic, which is true. He was a funny actor, but his stand-up that night anyway was pretty bad.
And that's why he did what he did, because he felt the frustration.
He was frustrated.
No one was laughing at his shit.
They should have just put a door on the stage and had him slide through it.
And that would have
just do that like 20 times, 20 different kind of.
Hey, Larry, you made obviously literally $1 billion off the catchphase "Get her done," right?
$832 million.
There you go.
Nice.
And did you see?
Let me tell you something. I did not make that much.
Did you see? You see SNL beating up?
Shirt?
Did you see SNL beating up the catchphrase comic? That skit they did?
No, I didn't see it.
Oh, my God.
Fucking funny, man. I gotta be honest with you.
It was pretty goddamn funny.
Did they have to get her done in there?
They might as well have. I think they twisted it a little bit.
They used other ones, They used other catchphrases.
Well, they might have left me out, because Keenan's a buddy of mine. I had him on my Christmas. They might have left me out for that. But when it comes to stuff like that, I did the Comedy Central roast. I can take a joke like anybody else. Here's the thing about how we all should do it. I mean, we're comedians. We make people laugh. But look, we shouldn't take ourselves that seriously. I mean, I don't, you know.
Yeah.
There's nobody's, I'm not running for president.
You got a great goofy ass job. That's what I think when I come in here. It's like the hardest part is getting up this early. But then after that, it's like, I got the best dumbass job
It's not even work. I hear you. And I gotta tell you, sometimes I feel goofy. Like, all my friends, I've had the same friends I've had for a long time. Not a lot of my friends are in show business. And so when I'm doing like these Cars 2 interviews, well, what was your inspiration in the studio? Was it hard to get in? And then I hear other people going, well, it was long days. I was in there for 6 hours and I was constantly, my voice is hurting. If I ever say anything like that, dude, my buddy Greg and my buddy Brad would kick my ass. They're up there on a roof shingling a house. And their buddies up there talking about how he's famished in a studio.
And he needs a little water for his voice.
Around with a hot mop.
I was heading somewhere with the catchphrase thing. We discovered 2 catchphrase comics. Do you know the Hamburger Guy or the Shucky Ducky?
I know Shucky Ducky. I've heard of that.
Shucky Ducky, quack, quack.
That was his punchline to everything? Shucky Ducky, quack, quack. Why didn't that take off like Get Her Done? That's my question today.
Dude, I don't know, but
Shucky Ducky, quack, quack.
I love Shucky Ducky, quack, quack. Let me tell you something.
His punchline sucked so bad he had to pump it up with this. Shucky Ducky, quack, quack.
Now, see, to me, that's flipping hilarious. I would pay to see
Shucky Ducky, quack, quack.
And do you know Hamburger?
I don't know the Hamburger Guy.
Hamburger.
He would just
he would say that after his punchlines.
He'd be like, and that's how my mother-in-law did it. Hamburger. I wish we'd have nothing to do with hamburger.
I wish we had a little taste where you get to hear the joke and then he goes
Hamburger.
Dude,
I guess that's where the laughs were supposed to be.
I'll tell you how those guys can do that. See, you market it to morning radio, and you just become the dumbest act on the planet. So that people have to, I've got to buy a shirt that says hamburger on it. Because people would then buy that thing.
Yes.
But it's like, I had a buddy of mine, and he's still a good buddy of mine, 2 Foot Fred. He's a little midget guy, and great, but it was just he tours with me sometimes, we'll take him with us, and he'll play Redneck Yoda. He'll come on stage and be Redneck Yoda every now and then, but I always try jokes on him. Some of them go over his head, but, thank you very much. But he was trying to get a catchphrase. They had the CMT, Country Music Television, was having the Country Music American Idol, but he was the guy that interviewed the person as they got eliminated, and he thought he was going to get this big catchphrase. All right, well, hit the bricks.
That was
go, hit the bricks.
Hit the bricks.
And so he was so proud of this. He was going to get these hit the bricks
T-shirts, hats.
Well, one time he was about to say hit the bricks and run out of time, and you could see he was ready. Oh, I'm going to get my hit the bricks. And he goes, all right then, well, hit that. And they went to a commercial.
They cut his catchphrase
I think they told him to quit saying hit the bricks because he never said it again.
When you started with when you started with Get Her Done, were you scared that it wasn't going to stick?
You know what, guys? Honest to God, it was one of the catchphrases I always say. Those guys, the difference is Shucky Ducky Quack Quack and Hamburger. They're trying to make them a catchphrase.
Right.
You can't try and make a catchphrase. Anyway, not that I know of. Jeff, like you might be a redneck, fell into it. He never thought it was going to be a way. And it's just like Get Her Done. I went on stage in the late 80s doing a cable installer character and get it done, and then I started calling a radio station. That's how I would sign off. It's just funny to me.
Yeah.
Honest to God, I actually quit doing it for 6 months because it was such a pain in the ass. Because I was the only guy on the radio station that was a touring comic, really, and they always had me get up at 6 a.m. And I'm like, dude, I just got in an hour ago.
I'm exhausted.
But when I heard people starting to say it, it just became a catchphrase. And if you would have told me, I never in a million years would I have thought it would ever become what it was when I started doing it. And when I noticed 5 years later, I noticed, hey, this is, wow, I can't believe it's catch. It's like Steve Martin said in his book when he had that magic shop and he used to do the magic tricks. One of his earliest little magic tricks was this thing called Happy Feet. These little pictures of these little feet. And he used to do this little dance thing with the happy feet when he was a kid doing magic. And it turned into one of his big catchphrases. You just have no idea what stuff like that. But I will say, I wish I would have thought of Shucky Ducky Quack.
Shucky Ducky Quack Quack. We got a joke?
That's awesome.
Really quick. I know we don't have a lot of time with Larry today, unfortunately, but here's Hamburger, so you get to hear the joke and then how he works in Hamburger.
Jehovah's Witnesses. Hamburger. Arrested Development. They need to be arrested. Arrested for kidnapping that old man, putting this behind the group.
Hamburger.
You can tell he don't want to be in the group. Every time he see me try to get his way, it's like...
Visual, sorry.
Then, hamburger?
Hamburger?
MC Light talking about you want a roughneck. Give him a roughneck today. Next week, we're behind one a restraining order.
Hamburger?
Hamburger.
What the? Why?
It's so random.
It's just out of context completely. He just. Why does he say it?
And the thing is, that's the funniest lines. The hamburger.
Hamburger.
I'm glad you
stink.
Dude,
we thought you would enjoy that. So
God, that is hilarious. Hamburger.
You know, Cars 2. A bunch of our guys went and saw it, said this movie was really, really good.
Oh, that's awesome. Well,
I love the first one, and I'm sure this is going to be right up there with the first one.
I got to tell you, when they showed it to me, I thought, well, I'm sure it's going to be good. But that first one, man, that's close. That it was my first Pixar movie, and it was real special to me, And I got to tell you, they blew it out of the water completely. I mean, literally within 10 minutes, I was like, holy shit! I mean, completely outdid themselves, and their writing, the way they kind of did a little tribute to Paul Newman's car, his character. Everything is perfect. It's complete action, but yet they got the heart in it. I mean,
it's amazing
crazy
how they pull that off. You watch these and you forget you're watching CGI cartoon for the most part. You know?
You really do.
You instantly forget. You get involved in it like they're characters. It's like, wait, you don't think like, oh my God, the tow truck's talking again? What is it? It becomes a character.
Yeah. It's unbelievable. And I'd read a thing where they were talking about one of the hardest parts to do in the second film, since it was so action packed, was bringing the heart into it that the first one had, and they really struggled with it, with the writing wise. But boy, when they finally got it, they really got it. So
awesome.
it's really good, and I'm also excited because it's the only movie that I've been in with the number 2 after it. So I don't normally get a chance.
You
to
never
do
get
those.
to number 2.
I never get to number 2, so I finally got to number 2. I'm excited.
Is the movie based around your character? The tow truck?
You know what? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's still about McQueen. The thing is, McQueen's going to do an international road race. Now, Mater found it. Mater said, you told him about it. And Mater wants to go. He's hoping that he takes him because he's never been anywhere but Radiator Springs, and he wants to help out whatever he can on the race. So McQueen ends up taking him. He can't go without Mater. They're buddies.
Yeah.
And of course, while they're over there, Mater gets caught up in this international spy thing, and they think he's so good at being Mater. They're like, nobody can be this idiotic when they travel overseas. This guy's got to be a spy pretending to be stupid.
Right.
And it's just really awesome. And I'm just, dude, guys, I'm blown away. I mean, the fact that I did 1, now I've done 2, and the whole movie, basically, the comedy is Mater, the heart is Mater. It's just, it's awesome.
Good for you.
It's awesome.
Get a piece of the merch?
You get a lot.
No,
that's
that's the only part of the movie that makes me cry. I'll be honest with you.
That is some huge money, that merchandising.
I'm
There's
telling
a
you,
lot of money with that merch.
I am working on a thing I want them to pick up. I'm writing a script for the Peanuts gang. I'm trying to buy the rights to some of the Peanuts gang stuff just to do a script for them, but I want to send the Peanuts gang to Mexico, right over the border.
Yeah.
It'll be great. I hope they back me. I hope Disney back. It burns when I pee, Charlie Brown. And I'm hoping we can get that going. I mean, that would be an awesome
Maybe a quick trip to Tijuana.
Tijuana,
something
go down
happens.
there.
It burns when I pee,
How much
Charlie
would you
Brown.
see that? Take the
He could
kids.
spread it around. All of a sudden, Lucy gets it.
Well, here's the funny thing. They would say, well, you can't, that's a kid. Come on, that's a kid's movie. You know what? They're in 8th grade, at 8 years old now, they're teaching stuff like that.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
don't get mad at me.
Exactly.
You're going to get mad at me for that joke. Get mad at the public school system for doing the same thing.
Your people are trying to yank you
You're
out
a busy guy, man.
Are they really got? I tell you, I love doing your show, man. It's a
Thanks,
lot
Larry.
of fun. I miss Norton. I always like when Norton's in here.
Yeah, Norton's
He had a big gig in Chicago.
Did he? Okay.
He's flying back right now. He's doing an antisocial tour right now.
Oh, is he?
Big theater.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, he's having a good time
Eddie's
doing that.
He'll be back
Jimmy's a
tomorrow.
good guy, man. I sure enjoy him. But guys, thanks a lot. Hamburger. You know, one day, one day, just for you guys on some show, I think I'll just go cheeseburger.
Please do that.
I would do that just for you one time.
Larry the Cable Guy.
Speaking of,
Cars 2 in theaters. What next
Where are
week?
we going?
Next week it starts. Cars 2 with Larry the Cable Guy. All right, man. We're gonna take a quick
Thanks,
break.
man.
Stay there.
Sirius XM, the virus.
Sheriff, it looks like we found another body.
This is the third one this week.
I think it's about time we call in the FBI.
Somewhere out there, a killer is on the loose.
Why, yes, Sheriff. I have been following that story in the papers.
It used to be such a peaceful little town.
And there's only one man who can catch him.
Now, don't you worry. I'm going to send my best man down there to help you in your investigation.
But he was busy.
Here comes fucking ferret face. Whatever.
All right, Agent Voss. Someone's out there murdering innocent women. I want you to go down there and assist the local sheriff. You're one of the bad. Get down there and help the sheriff.
How could he be a profiler? His vocabulary is so bad. Yeah, but no one listens.
This summer, the Opie and Anthony Show presents a comedy about an idiotic comedian pretending to be an FBI agent.
So you work a lot of murders before?
Now we're doing mainly a lot on terrorists and terrorist-type threats and stuff like that. But, you know, back in the day, it was more murders.
What are some of the cases you worked on?
Just, you know, Seattle, the Green River, what do you call it? Look, I can't talk a lot about it. I don't get this much in detail.
Starring Jim Norton.
He just keeps saying profilers, other profilers, profile.
And Rich Voss.
Great minds think alike.
Oh, my God.
The Profiler. Coming to a theater nowhere near you or anyone else. Thank baby Jesus.
Sirius XM, the virus. The Opie and Anthony Show.
Rich Voss in studio.
Of course.
Also, I want to say, Larry the Cable Guy, fucking love the guy, man.
He's a nice guy.
I know
really
we've made fun of his catchphrase thing.
Yeah, who hasn't?
And it looks like he has a pretty good sense of humor about the whole thing.
He does. He knows what the deal is.
Solid dude, man.
Yeah.
One of those guys, he hasn't forgotten where he's come from. He got his start in radio, man. He's deeply entrenched in radio.
Well, he was saying too, he's still got those friends of his, you know,
right?
And that does keep you from really becoming a complete fucking asshole, because they'll always tell you
what's up.
You know, what do you, dude? Really, really?
I'm one of 7 kids, so
yeah,
that's what keeps me.
Well,
being an asshole.
brothers and sisters, brothers and sisters won't give you this shit like your friends will, though, like your old timey friends.
But I just look in their eyes, and they don't. My brothers and my sisters, they're proud of my career or whatever, but they don't give a shit.
No,
in the end, they really don't give a shit.
They were excited at first, but now it's just
they'll ask a question like, "Oh yeah, what was that wiener thing that you guys leaked a picture or something?" And this is how they'll say it, or something. Heard something about that. I'm like, heard something about it. We were on every TV station last week, and then it's like, anyway, how's your son, or how's this, or how's that? They don't. That's it. That's how
they're jealous. Here's the deal.
You think it's a jealousy thing?
Yeah, because here's the thing. They're going. You know, they don't want to bring it up because it just feeds into their low. I get jealous of people I don't know. So if someone in my family was semi famous like you guys, I would be.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're jealous.
Hey man, we're right on the cusp of real fame.
I got a new catchphrase.
Right on the cusp. We've been on the cusp for 15 fucking years, man. It's going to happen any day. I'm telling you.
Waiting to see which side of the fence we fall off on.
No kidding.
Yeah. My new catchphrase is: I look at the audience, I go, Jew haters.
Oh, damn, that's a good one.
Isn't that a good one?
No,
Jew
but you gotta
haters.
Go, Jew haters.
And they're all like, yeah.
You gotta have a rhythm to it. You can't just say Jew haters.
Jew haters shirts.
I used to work with Hamburger so much when I did Black Club.
Really?
You know Hamburger?
I might even have his number.
Hamburger. You know that guy.
Yeah.
Come on.
If you could call up Hamburger.
I don't know if I have his number. God, I used to work with him all the time.
Hamburger.
Hamburger.
And you watched that, and what were you thinking when you would watch that from side stage?
He doesn't curse. That's why he says hamburger, because he didn't curse. And that would fill in instead of curse words. He was like,
no, that filled in where the laughter is supposed to be.
Yeah, that's what the fucking laugh is supposed to be on his horrible punchline.
Right.
That's fucking great.
But it makes you sit there waiting to hear hamburger.
But he has a cowboy hat. He used to wear the cowboy hat all
Yeah,
the time, too.
What the fuck?
Well, but
That's a confused motherfucker.
Black guys in cowboy hats.
Yeah.
I'm still not used to seeing that. You see it every once in a while. It's a little weird.
Yeah.
A little weird.
Well, black country singers, like on the Golf Channel, they used to have this
Did you say
commercial
black
that-
country singers?
Yeah, they had this black
Name
country
one.
singer. Huh?
Name
There's
one.
one guy I used to see in a commercial. He's a black country singer with a hat.
Name
he has
him.
the hat. I don't know his name. I can't tell you a white country singer, but this guy's look him
Can you
up.
name one black country singer? Ed?
Yeah, Charlie Pride.
All right, you went old.
He was the guy.
Fair enough.
No,
but
this
you went
guy
old
is-
school.
Yeah.
This guy's a black country singer. But
Percy Jenkins? Is it motherfucking Percy Jenkins?
I don't know. Funny, most country singers walk with a guitar on their back, and this one has a TV.
Shucky ducky quack quack.
Shucky ducky quack quack. Did you work with Shucky ducky quack quack?
No, I worked with this one comic, Jamario, and we were doing this black club in New York here, a black like I was on stage. And I trashed Sharpton or something. Some big black girl started booing me.
Oh.
I go, you fat bitch, booing. You should be mooing. So the crowd's like, woo.
Oh, no, he did.
And then Jamario, he bombed so bad. When he left, he took off one Jamario off his name. It was so bad.
He didn't want to be.
Because he was from down south. These black guys used to come up and think they could handle a New York club. Or
yeah.
There was a club in West Orange or East, whatever orange that white people didn't live in. It's just like 4 oranges. And this is true. There's a club called the Peppermint Lounge. And it was like 300 to 400 black people in the audience, the front row sitting like, the toll booth collectors. And it would end people's careers. Comics would come, and that's where you audition for Def Jam. So comics would come up and a black audience, you had 10 seconds to be funny.
Yeah,
10 seconds.
They would not give you much time, huh?
Okay. And I saw guys walk out of there so beaten down, and you could tell the next day they were getting like applications at Burger King. Just end careers.
That was it for them.
When we were taping Def Jam, right? They came out. The warm up said, "Look, this is not the Apollo. You cannot boo at people. This is Def Jam. You cannot boo. There's no booing." So this black comic comes out. I was watching the taping before mine, like 2 nights before. So this black comic comes out. He's wearing a all gold suit. He looks like a Century 21 sales. Already he has one strike against him. Because with the black audience, if you have the wrong sneakers, they'll eat you alive. So he comes out in his suit. They already hate him. And he goes, first thing I want to say is, I'm from Canada. Well, he was bombing so bad. And when a black audience can't boo, all you heard in the audience was, child.
Hey,
oh, shit.
You were talking about Darius Rucker because people just needed to give us the answer. Who used to be the Hootie guy?
Wait, Hootie guy is country now?
Yeah, I knew that. I did know that.
Yeah.
He went country, yep. Yeah, Darius, what was his last name? Rucker or something like that? Yeah, Darius Rucker. All right. Obama was on the Today Show about the wiener thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right there on the Today Show. Yeah, that guy's mainstream.
What do you think of wiener there, Mr. Voss?
Here's my theory.
Oh?
2 theories.
Theory?
One, if you're a politician or pretty much anybody in life, and you have a question and it's yes or no answer, and you don't answer yes or no, you did it. Like if someone said to me, you ever cheat on your wife? No. You ever have a gay experience?
Why are you asking?
Hey, look. And then the other thing too, I was thinking about just driving and listening. They call he's in rehab. They call the rehab. They should call these places Save Your Career.
Oh, of course.
Not rehab. Okay, have you offended a gay guy? Come here for a week. We'll save your job. Have you touched somebody in your office? We'll save your job.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who goes to rehab because you text pictures?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, there's no rehab for that.
For text? Oh, really?
Right.
My thumb is out of control. When my thumb sees a phone,
I have to text pictures of my cock.
Yeah.
He seems to be doing exactly what he wants to be doing, but the problem is he's a married man. You know?
And
I don't think he's a sex addict.
No, but also it's not a scandal. They make a scandal. Big deal. Who cares? The guy sent some pictures.
Yeah.
It's not like big deal. He didn't send them to kids. He didn't send them, you know.
I don't know what makes you a sex addict, to be honest. I'm still on the fence with that whole thing.
No chin and like a really pasty body.
I guess you can be, but it's hard to define because every guy wakes up just thinking about sex as we wake up.
Yeah, it's...
Bonnie the other night blew me. I was in the bathroom. Listen to this. I came in, I went to the gym, I played golf, went to the gym, and something about her, she was in the bathroom getting ready. She looked good. I said, suck my dick. And I never said, she never blows me, So we're in the bathroom, right? This is true. She's sucking my dick, right? And I'm getting hard, barely, but I can't come. And this is going on for like 15 minutes. And I'm like, and all of a sudden, like, I'm sitting there, God damn, I'm thinking of everybody, anything that can make me fucking come. And then all of a sudden you hear Raina screaming or yelling. She comes running up the stairs. So Bonnie lifts her head up real quick and hits me in the lip. So instead of coming, I'm bleeding down my fucking face. Right? I'm sitting there with a hard on and fucking blood dripping down my chin.
Oh shit! Shucky ducky quack quack.
Hamburger.
I think that's more of a hamburger.
Hamburger.
Yeah. That's all right, man. Obama on the Today Show.
Yeah.
What he did was highly inappropriate.
About Wiener.
I think he's embarrassed himself. He's acknowledged that. He's embarrassed his wife and his family. Ultimately, there's going to be a decision for him and his constituents. I can tell you that if it was me, I would resign because public service is exactly that. It's a service to the public. And when you get to the point where, because of various personal distractions, you can't serve as effectively as you need to, at a time when people are worrying about jobs and their mortgages and paying the bills, then you should probably step back.
God, you don't want the president talking about you like that.
Especially when he's giving great comparison, like public service is a service to the public. Firefighters put out fires.
He's a smart one.
When is this guy going to step down? I'm loving that. He's just ignoring everybody.
Well, now he's got to go through his rehab. So,
is that where we're at?
Yeah. Once he's done with that, I think he steps down.
I think the first thing is.
I think he gets dragged out of there.
No, I think
he's going to be the first guy that says, I'm not stepping down.
Just sticks it out for the entire duration.
Right, where all of a sudden, the guards come into his office with their guns and
have to like physically remove him like that?
And allow him to take just a couple things.
No, they did not throw me out of office. They did not throw me out of office. I was being escorted out.
He's like a radio host. Like when
we get fired, that's what happens.
That's it.
You don't even get to say goodbye.
Change the locks.
Well,
I remember
get some new guy in there.
You're going to Buffalo this weekend?
Yeah, it's Friday. Yeah.
Well, where's the gig?
Nitski's.
I don't know Nitski's.
It's a music hall.
When I was working in radio in Buffalo, they called us all into a conference room. No windows. Closed the door. Guy stands up and says, "We're changing formats, and you're all fired." I was like, "What?" Just like that. They give a fuck, right? So now we're all depressed, and we leave the conference room. And there's armed guards. That's why I brought this up. Armed guards in every office. Like there were valuable secrets that these radio guys were going to steal for their next gig. And we were barely allowed to take anything. Pretty much put your coats on. Well, wait, that's a family. All right, you could take your family picture. But these guys were dead serious, man. They were armed guards at the radio station for the turnover.
And you can't take your own stuff out or go in and clean.
Well, they sort of let you take a few things, but it had to be really quick.
And they keep tabs
we went from
on what you're
the whole place
taking.
being fired to leaving the building within minutes. And I remember the program director at the time was trying to get on his computer, and the armed guard said, "I wouldn't do that if I was you."
What, are you going to shoot me?
Yeah. But that's how I think Wiener's going to leave. I really I think it comes down to
at gunpoint.
Well, didn't they clear out his office and get rid of all of his, reassign his aides and stuff to to other people. Like they pretty much
reassign his AIDS. That sounds like really
Oh,
fucking fun.
ow.
No,
Did they though? Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah,
Did
I think
they?
so. I think they cleared out. They reassigned his age and
That's funny. How would you
and misdirected his herpes.
Reassign AIDS.
How do you reassign someone's AIDS? I'm going to bleed on you a little bit.
Yeah, reassigning my AIDS. Here it is. You got it.
Speaking of wiener, Gloria Allred. I'm not a fan of this bitch. She gets
What a
involved.
leech.
Like she's taking up the cause of the female. I don't have a problem with that in general. But the ones she picks are so fucked up. She's trying to help out a stripper.
This is our new thing. It's like all these fucking whores that decide to jump on these guys' dicks, either through texts or in real life. She grabs onto them, puts them in front of the news like they're these victims. This woman is not a fucking victim. She's not to be looked at like, oh, the poor girl. She was texting fucking shit with Wiener.
Right.
She's just as guilty.
So now she's looking for her payday. That's all this is about. But how is she spinning it?
Yeah.
How is a stripper slash... is she a porn star officially?
I guess so.
How is she spinning that she got hurt by this whole wiener thing?
Very hurt.
How?
He sent me pictures of his wiener, and I was very upset. Ugh, I had nightmares about it. And my shoes fell off.
He's holding his dick.
Look at him, he's holding his dick.
Gloria or whatever. Where was she when this girl, this 15-year-old Afro-American, was being taken down
Afro-American.
Was being taken
that
down.
was 10 minutes in the 70s. They went to Afro-American.
Okay, this color girl was taken down.
They went from colored to Negro to Afro-American.
Yeah. Are you sure that's the order? I want to know the order now.
Yeah, I think it is. It's colored, Negro.
Oh my God! Lock your door. Then Afro-American.
No, then then they went Afro-American for like 10 minutes, and then it went to African-American after Afro-American.
And now it's black girl or
now it's
unemployed?
still African-American. I think it's still African-American.
But there was a girl that was raped as she was being led from the jail cell downstairs by one of the court clerks, 15. And, where are these famous lawyers now, trying to help this girl, who's a real victim?
That's no money in it.
Thank you, Ann. Fucking beat me to it.
Oh, you need the cash.
Gloria Allred only takes on the cases where there's some money coming to her. She doesn't give a fuck about women's rights in general.
She's so
noble. But the stripper doesn't have any
She's
money.
an opportunist like the rest of these idiots. Afro-American Nazis. Wow.
What the heck is that?
That's called Photoshop.
Yeah.
Come on.
Is that a Photoshop?
There's no black guy walking around with a fucking swastika on his shirt.
Rich, how many years ago was Def Jam?
15.
With the Fat Farm sweatshirt.
They made me wear that. I didn't wear that.
They did, huh?
No, I don't give a fuck what you're wearing.
That was 15 years ago.
You look exactly the same.
It was 15 years ago.
The fuck are you doing?
Well, that is
You look pretty much the same, man.
Yeah, that is kind of amazing.
You got all your hair still. Got the same exact fucking goatee.
Yeah.
A little more plump in the face, I think.
What, back then?
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit.
Thank you. I feel like, I'm on the Bravo channel. You want to make it over or do something, Don? Really, plump in the face, really? How about a little cock in your mouth, homo?
All right.
Nobody says a little plump in the face.
Well, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I am a little bloated. But the TV adds a little weight to your face, too.
That is true.
But look at, I killed on that.
We've talked about it enough. We don't have to talk about it again.
I know.
Wiener's press conference. I don't think it's a Wiener press conference. I think it's a Gloria Allred / stripper press conference.
/ Hewer.
/ opportunist press conference.
Yeah.
Stripper makes her statement about Wiener. This is Ginger...
Vitus.
Lynn?
Oh.
Or Lee? Which one was the famous Ginger?
Ginger Lynn was the famous one.
This is Ginger Lee. Okay.
Oh, first of all, I got to get this Pat from Munaki. I was talking about how Rich Voss hasn't aged. He says, "Jew don't crack, open a wallet."
Oh, really? That's what Pat...
Funny, come on, man.
I hope you choke on your 27th hot dog. Didn't he make the cut?
Yeah, Pat's going to be in the 4th of July Nathan's hot dog eating contest.
Nice.
Our own Pat from Moonaki. Pat.
Good for him.
I don't think, what?
He doesn't have a chance, though,
does
right?
Pat think he's gonna,
You don't have a chance, Pat.
like, place in this? Does he think he's gonna do well, or does he realize, there are too many people that, do very well at these things?
Well, is Pat putting up new numbers?
He's like, no. He doesn't think he's gonna win. No.
Is he putting up better numbers, though?
27. He's up to 27 hot dogs.
But isn't the leader doing
60
twice that? or
How
something?
many is the actual leader, the people that won? 68. Wow.
60 what?
68 hot dogs.
Hamburger.
No, they're hot dogs.
Hot dog.
Hamburger guy, they're hot dog.
Hamburger.
Hot dog, man.
Hi, guys. 27, though. Fuck. What the hell? How do you do that?
68 is the win. I mean, that's really crazy. But Pat, Pat's got a fat belt.
No, I understand.
I can't get past the fat belt and I like the physics and physiology behind these hot dog eating contests. Like the guys that win, it's something actually physical in their abdomen. They don't have, like, there's this certain muscle that's around your stomach that they're able to really expand, and I guess Pat doesn't have that,
Pat doesn't have any
It's a
muscle.
shame. No, there's no muscle. Rich.
It's like a jellyfish at a hot dog eating contest.
Concert?
I said contest.
concert, yeah.
I heard more concert.
He got it out. I'll give it to him.
I don't get it.
All right, fair enough. Here's the stripper making her statement about Wiener. She was very hurt, I guess, by something that we're going to find out about right now, and Gloria Allred's involved again.
When I started interacting with Anthony Weiner, it was over politics, and once the electronic communication began, we did communicate on a fairly regular basis.
She's that dumb, huh? We're going to stop this fucking tape a lot.
Shit.
You're that dumb. A guy really wants to talk to you about politics.
Politics.
Get the fuck out of here. You're not smart enough to know what that really was about from the get-go?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Basis. However, I did not sext Anthony Weiner. I did not send photos to him or receive any from him. Any time that he would take our communications in a sexual direction, I did not reciprocate.
Oh.
Yeah, but you continued. Why? Why did you continue? You knew what he was about right there.
And you're a porn star. What's she trying to make herself sound like she's fucking... I stepped back from that one and got right on this dick I needed to suck to make a few bucks.
And her talking politics. Well, there's a lot of politics in the porn business.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. The girls that take it in the ass get the first fucking pick. You know what I mean? I'm not a big, politics. And
she's going to have a political conversation with this guy, and all he wants to do is talk about fucking.
Why did Allred take this one on? There's a few girls
There's
out
no
there, right?
reason for her to be involved with
But what is she trying to sue? What are they
Honestly,
trying to get out of it? What's the girl, is the girl damaged from this?
We're going to find out. I really am not.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm not up on this story, to be honest with you, so we're going to learn together.
And here's
I
another
don't know.
thing, too. When somebody sends you a picture, you don't have to open it.
Well, that's true.
But
you want to.
Open them.
Well, but this girl did. After the first one, she could have wrote stop.
Who doesn't click on pictures? Of course.
I don't get any, but what I'm saying is.
But you gotta.
Huh?
You gotta every time.
But if it's bothering you, you stop. It's just like if you're at a movie that stinks, you leave.
Sure.
You can't if a movie stinks, you can't go back and
What
sue.
she said, which bothers me, is every time he went in that direction, I would stop or try to change the subject. So why are you continuing communicating with the guy unless you're setting him up to get something out of it?
Yeah.
And he's only
I did not reciprocate. When the tweet regarding his crotch went out, I had already been told by him about a Twitter sex scandal on the horizon. At the time, I did not think it would be what it became. When the scandal broke and people started emailing me, I didn't know what to do. I asked Congressman Weiner. He asked me to lie about our communication. I put out a 3-sentence communication that he told me to say. My statement to the press said, quote, I haven't met Representative Weiner. I follow him on Twitter because I support him and what he stands for. I have been hounded by his political opponents, but that has not changed my view of him and what he fights for." End quote. I didn't want to say anything further. I refused to lie, so I went silent and went into hiding.
What?
What?
You went into hiding?
Into hiding.
Like a cock goes hiding in your ass. What are we listening to?
Into hiding. For what? She's trying to insert herself into the story. Like giant black dick in her ass.
I sort of just
Thank
made that
God we
joke.
sent it.
Yeah, I know, but you can't say it enough.
Okay, fair enough.
Fair enough,
sir.
We found Bin Laden. I think we could find you in hiding.
Ben Laden, right? I remember Rich saying Ben Laden.
Why?
Hi, I'm Ben Laden.
Ben
Work over at IBM.
Why is she in hiding? Is that her? Okay.
Who's that?
All right.
Wow.
I'm
Okay, wait.
I'm sorry.
All's forgiven.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
not
We got to
lying.
take you more seriously.
I've masturbated to this picture before. Not because of her.
The cock? Yeah. All right, see? I was right
Look
there.
how perfect his penis was. Go back to that.
Jesus.
You know what I'm saying? It's not. It's perfect. Like the head.
Yeah,
Everything
Rich,
about
it's
that.
great.
Look how strong and powerful his
It's
nuts
wonderful.
are.
It's not.
Look at those nuts. Look like they lift weights.
That's funny.
Fucking nice nuts.
That's really funny.
So this is the girl now that is saying that she had to go into hiding because, by her own admission, she didn't sext with him. She didn't receive or send any pictures, but he texted her and said, look, if anybody asks anything, we never had any conversation. Whoa, look out! So she's got to run into hiding, yet there she is, sucking on what Rich has classified as the perfect cock.
Well, here's what I'm saying. If you were to dress that cock up,
Yeah.
it could look good in a polo shirt or
Anything, right?
Anything. That's the kind of cock you could put in a suit or in a tank top.
That cock
And
could buy off the rack, and it would still look
It would
good.
still be perfect.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
I hear you, Rich.
And her breasts are perfect, too.
She has some perky
I was wondering when you were going
titties
to talk
there.
about the female in the picture.
Well, you know what I mean. I got to
Jesus.
throw her a bone. But
I like
look
the
at her.
I like the rib cage thing going on there. That's nice. I like the go down a little bit there. Yeah. See, like she's all right.
I know what's good
She's
about-
just all right.
If you could
She's
look,
all right. I said all right.
as far
yeah.
as that world goes.
Yeah.
and if you look really close, you could see the inner childhood scars that she has.
Yes, the baggage coming out of vagina.
Like the uncle creeping into her room.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, you could see all the damage in her eyes right
Why,
there.
why couldn't she just keep her fucking mouth shut?
Because she's a porn star.
You mean in that picture? Oh,
But this wiener thing, why can't she just keep her mouth shut?
again.
Now she's going to be doing personal appearances.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like she wasn't hurt.
I'm a featured dancer.
She wasn't hurt by
She's
any
going
of
to be
this
headlining
shit.
improv.
Or why
now.
doesn't she say, I'm doing this because I think I can make some money out of this? Because this is why she's doing it.
Yeah.
She wasn't fucking emotionally scarred or hurt by this shit.
I know. After you take
And the guy obviously is trying to cover his track, so he asked, and she said, "All right, I'll send that tweet out." And technically, I don't think she ever met the guy.
No.
Listen, you ever see when you were
Like,
in
no
camp
reason.
and you took those glass bottles and you dripped the candle wax on them and you made that thing with all the candle
That wasn't a
wax?
glass bottle, and that wasn't candle
Well,
wax.
that's her
Rich.
face.
What
after
have you done?
That's her face after a shoot, and she was scarred by a picture. Okay, she looks like a fucking beehive. Okay,
And you ever get one of those big candles where it completely collapses to the outside?
Yeah.
That's her
yeah,
asshole
yeah.
after the shoot.
Gaping. The ones that are burning too long, and it looks like a stroke mouth on the top.
Right, the whole thing just collapses to the outside.
like an exploding cigar in a cartoon.
you remember the cave the Chilean miners were stuck in?
Yes.
That's her pussy. That's how deep and
Deep, dank, dark,
dark.
and nasty.
She was scarred.
But she's in hiding now.
Yeah, let's see what's going on with this broad.
And went into hiding.
Went into hiding, sure.
In conclusion, many people have asked me what my feelings are today about Representative Weiner. I think that Anthony Weiner should resign because he lied to the public and to the press for more than a week.
Yeah.
It might have never turned into this if he had told the truth, but he kept lying.
Mm-hmm.
If he lied about this, I can't have much faith in him about anything else.
Really?
I hate this broad.
First of all,
she should at least showed her tits at the press conference.
Everybody who's lied has to resign. Wall Street would be closed down. There would be no doctors. Yeah. The whole fucking world really lied quick.
A bunch of liars.
Look, I think the guy should step down. Obviously, it's a bit of a distraction at this point.
No,
that's what they say.
He's not making it a distraction. I think it. What the fuck? It's not. It's not. What's next? The freeholder showed a picture of his dick. Who gives a fuck?
With your politicians, you can't have them having something like this.
I'm sure
over their head.
I'm sure a lot more are doing exactly what Wiener did, but they didn't get caught.
There she is. Look, she's wearing more clothes than she's ever worn in her life. This fucking
stupid Gloria Allred said wear a turtleneck.
Yeah,
she's wearing a fucking turtleneck. Usually, only her cocks are dressed like that. Nice fucking foreskin. She's got to peel down like a turtleneck, where she sucks
the head, sucks the mushroom head.
Yeah, I hate this bitch.
I hate the opportunist bitch.
She is kind of a...
What are you? She's a porn star / stripper that's trying to make good now.
She's trying to weasel her way into the story.
All network television and press conferences and
get the one where she's squatting on that guy's up there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's see what's going on there.
We're listening to her.
There you go.
We have to listen to her.
That's her. She just gave a statement, by the way.
Right.
She's fucking. This guy is balls deep inside of her.
Backwards cowgirl.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Backwards cowgirl.
That's a good
God
view.
Damn.
You want to comment on his ball sack there?
What do you think of his cock?
When I look at guys, I'm not a leg man, but look at those quads. Holy Jesus.
Shit.
And once again, the tight ball bag that you like, Rich.
That tight ball bag. That ball bag, I'm telling
like
you.
Like a wasp nest.
It's unbelievable. That could break your chin.
Does the wasp have the nest that looks like the ball bag? Is that accurate enough?
Wasp nest, yeah. You call it the wasp nest.
Yeah. All right.
She looks sexy. We came home the other night from a night out in New York tonight, and Bonnie had a couple drinks or one, and she was pretty frisky. Well, she wasn't, but she got undressed, and I really got excited, and I fucking manhandled her. I know now how a husband can rape a wife.
Really?
Yeah. Because she was saying no, and I you know.
And you were like, no, I'm fucking...
No.
Yeah. Fuck no.
I gave you a fucking $400 for your bills today.
I don't think they find that sexy. The money talk,
yeah,
No, it doesn't work.
Yeah, I paid your bills, bitch. Start sucking.
I'm getting wet.
Yeah.
Pay my electric bill, baby.
She was dancing at the Pink Pony in Atlanta this week.
Yeah, she's gonna be here.
So she's still stripping.
I'm a featured dancer.
What
does that mean? You fucking get up there and you're the biggest ripoff of the night? Fucking barely take your clothes off and you got to pay him even more money? Yeah. Featured dancer, my ass.
Because now there has to be respectability in that whole business.
Of course.
With the porn stars want respectability, the strippers want respectability.
I hate when porn stars go to strip clubs.
It's $20 for a picture. And then we've heard him talk about it
and
here.
You gotta buy me a drink.
Buy me a drink.
You gotta buy me champagne.
And we talk about this so many times, but God, did I like when you just could hang out in a dive with a few singles and a fucking beer and
not
just
be hassled.
And just not be hassled. Whenever they walk their funky ass by, you'd throw them $1. Now it's like, you want to dance? You want to lap dance? It's like, I'm in fucking Ronkonkoma.
Right.
Yeah. I'm not at the fucking, one of these huge cities, gentlemen's club.
I think that's why.
It's Bird's Place in Ronkonkoma, you dumb bitch.
I think that's why I stopped going to strip clubs. I got sick of being hassled.
Yeah, the pressure to
So you got in there, they were looking at you for everything you got. It's like, part of this is I just want to relax and have a fucking drink.
Yeah.
I remember
every 2 seconds it's a new girl because they're like, oh, you don't want her? All right, well, the next one will come by. And, oh, you don't want her? All right, the next one go by. They just march around.
And then sometimes you get one of these bitches, they come over to you at the bar and sit down and start talking. And you're like, all right, she wants a fucking drink or something. And as she's trying to bilk you for some cash, there's another whore that's dancing, leaning her tits over the bar like, now you got to slip her money.
Right.
The fuck is that? Get out of here.
First of all, what kind of joint doesn't she get free drinks at? She's working there.
You're working there. Why am I buying a drink for that?
Get a fucking free drink.
Yeah.
I remember when
you got the next round, cunt.
When we did that,
I got the first round.
Yeah.
Cunt.
You get your turn. And I remember when you guys we did some kind of O&A show in Philly. Remember that one where
the bathing suit place?
I don't know what
I call it
Patty,
the
where they
bathing
threw
suit
a
place.
bunch of stuff.
Yeah, they threw piss and beer on Patty.
We went to the strip club after
Superman
that. Do you guys? We went to a strip club after that
Yes.
somewhere. And I remember sitting at the bar. I don't drink. And a girl sitting next to me, talking. I thought maybe
That
she was
was a strip
attracted to
club.
me.
Oh, God,
And
no.
I started showing her pictures of my kids.
I remember that.
At a strip
Jesus.
club. Yeah.
Wasn't that was the bathing suit place?
What?
Because they don't have a full license, so they have to kind of keep some shit on, and then they'll
remember.
sneak out a nipple or something
Yeah.
for you.
I didn't know she wanted to. I don't go to strip clubs. I didn't
forgot the
know
name of
I
the
had
place.
to
We did
buy
a lot
her
of business
anything.
with
I'm not buying you nothing.
I remember you were hilarious that night. I forgot about that. We're all just hanging, having a good time. Rich is like, "You want to see a picture of my daughters?"
I'm going to try to take the other angle.
Showing some drugged out fucking stripper pictures of his kids.
Yeah, really, real nice.
Really, she'd roll up that picture to snort a gram.
Yeah, she would. Let's second half of the press conference with this Ginger Lee.
Yeah.
So the only emails that I will talk about.
Oh, now we get to hear Gloria Allred.
The only emails I'll talk about.
She is a phony piece of shit.
She really is a phony.
So the only emails that I will talk about today are the ones that support what we said about his package.
His package?
So here are some of the statements that she received about that.
I think in a sick way she loves reading these fucking transcripts.
Oh, you think maybe she's just fucking getting off at night reading these transcripts?
What was the other one she did recently? She moved on from that broad
Tiger?
already. No,
No, the
what was the
Tiger
one
ones?
recently where she was showing what a hand job is to the press?
The baseball thing.
Oh, right,
The what?
right. The baseball.
There was the coach or the manager who was out on the field doing jerk off motions to the audience.
Oh,
And she
sure.
was jerking off the baseball
Roger
bat.
McDowell?
Yeah, I think so.
That was the Roger McDowell thing
McDowell,
where
yeah.
he was being heckled, so he was basically doing the universal sign of jerking off.
Jerking off a
and-
bat.
Yeah. So Gloria Allred does a press conference because someone was so offended.
Someone got upset.
In the stands, and she had to make the jerk off thing in front of everybody to show what he was doing.
She held her hand in an open circle
Right.
and then
Yeah.
had somebody assist her moving the bat back and forth through her hand. Like,
Yeah.
I think she secretly likes it. That's my opinion. I think she gets off on this
She
in a
might
weird
like
way.
these transcripts.
Wait, there was a fan that she defended, the fan that was offended?
Yes.
She went after that one, too?
This is what kind of...
This is what's going on in this
fucking-
country, man.
What the fuck was
Roger McDowell, who's known to be a bit of a jerk, I guess, in some circles, he was getting heckled. So he did what any guy would do, and he heckled back and was going like this and fuck you.
He spit in the hit Kramer in the head.
Doing all, yeah.
Yes.
Doing all that
Lukey.
shit. The guys that were being heckled, I don't think they actually minded it. They were
No,
fine.
they didn't
But there
care.
was
They were
somebody
laughing.
else watching this whole thing. Next thing you know, I guess they were offended.
If somebody else called the whole stadium, but who cares? Like, I mean, the fact is that someone's offended that she would go after and try to.
And it's okay to be, we said it earlier with
Yeah.
Larry the Cable Guy, we've been saying it the last few
Yeah.
days because of Tracy Morgan. It's okay to be offended
Yes.
in this country.
Yeah, just take it.
But not at a baseball game. What's so sacred about a baseball
It's
game?
a family sport.
It's.
There are families here that don't need to see that kind of behavior.
That's where we're headed. Yeah. And for some reason, the people that should be pushing back aren't pushing back.
Nope.
Not a lot of comics supporting Tracy.
And watch, like I said, you're going to
Not a
get
lot of them.
more people bringing recording devices in
Yeah.
to comedy clubs.
Here's the thing, though. What happens is if you're on stage and I don't know what I've worked with Tracy, but he goes into rants.
Oh, he's out of his mind.
he's out of
We
his
know
mind.
that, yeah.
So you could take one line out of a rant and it makes you look like the worst person on
course.
the planet. I don't know what the but that's what's wrong with the media, with these people. They're ruining careers that shouldn't be ruined.
And they don't
To
care if
advance
it's out
their
of
career.
context.
If it's out of context. Because you don't hear the whole story. Someone like that should get on, and say, look, here's the deal. This is what the whole thing, this is
Yeah.
what I said.
Yep.
But once you apologize to save your job or money, you're admitting your guilt.
Yeah.
Okay,
You just
and-
look
But
bad.
everyone knows it's that whole part of it is fake.
Well,
Yeah,
of
the
course, when somebody
apologies.
says they're
You know,
sorry,
Tracy Morgan had to do what he had to do to
Yeah.
save his 30 Rock money, and he's doing movies and stuff now. But obviously, what Tracy said that night, was sounded really shitty to a few people. So?
But
so?
Yeah, who cares?
So? What does that mean? You're at a fucking comedy club on top of it.
Yeah. Here's also, too, right now with the gay bash, with all the gay bullying in school and the kid that committed suicide from Rutgers, right now is kind of,
a big hot button.
Yeah, a shaky time.
That's the one you got to steer clear of.
Here's the thing with gay, and gay marriage, I'm for it, I don't care. But
it's
if
the
you want to be
Rich Voss thing you're going to hear now, because he's going to say something stupid about gays.
Here's the thing. If you want to be considered as equal, you want to be considered equal and this and that, you can't go running and crying when anything happens. Like, in comedy, you're no different. Like, if you attack the fat lady, you know what? You could attack the gay guy.
Hold on, I got you. And I have to say something. I kind of agree with you. It shows a weakness.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
but
shows
that's
a
how
weakness within a group.
That's how they feel they have to get the weakness.
Why?
They have to get the
Why,
respect and the acceptance is by being the squeaky wheel, by crying about it, by writing letters, by holding people hostage like they do with doing with Tracy Morgan. And like Tracy Morgan's got a fucking tap dance for the fucking gays now because he made a gay joke.
He'll be in a gay pride parade.
Oh yeah, you're gonna see him there.
Glenn's got him for a while.
Well, I got my flamboyant costume on. I think I look good.
I'm dressed as a parrot.
Yeah, I don't like that bird. Trying to steal my credit card.
They got him to the point he's gonna be in a gay pride parade.
I'm Brian Fellow. That's what he's gonna be. Just fucking on a big float with peacock feathers behind him.
In a way, it's hilarious what he's gonna have to do now, man.
Yeah, come on, everybody.
He's in the make good part of this apology tour.
Yeah, young man, there's a place you can go.
It's in his future. Tracy Morgan will be appearing at the help me out with a gay town,
Provincetown.
Yes,
in the Provincetown Gay Pride Parade.
I'm the master of ceremonies. That's what I am. I'm the Grand Marshal.
I'm gonna throw out the first cock.
Yeah.
We said it. He's being held hostage. I'm going to go with that for a few more days.
Yeah.
When a special interest group sees that you fucked up, they grab you and they hold you hostage, and they'll let you know when they're done with you.
Yeah.
Because now they get their message out. They put out that message every day. No one is listening. But when a big A-lister does it, fuck, now people are going to listen.
I'm opening for Bette Midler. That's what I'm doing. That's my crowd. They love me.
Get out the way, Kathy Griffin.
Yeah, Kathy Griffin. Get out the way. I'm taking over your gig. Here come Tracy.
I'm going to take your gaze.
Here come Tracy.
Here come Tracy.
I'm going to go see Jersey Boys.
I like Broadway. That's good. I like the musicals.
Oh, they got him, man. He's fucked for a while.
He's fucked.
He's so fucked for a while.
That's what he's going to do. He can't do anything edgy.
He's going to go out and buy a Mini Cooper.
Ah, shit. Poor Tracy, man. He's fucking being held hostage.
I wish I knew more gay shit. Because this is a good bit.
Yeah.
This is a good bit.
That's what I'm talking about.
But Tracy was going with a concept on that stage that I swear I think every father goes through. Now, you're a father, right? Now, and I swear to you, if it turns out one of my kids is gay, I will be fine with that. But I'm hoping that's not the case. And I'm already looking for signs. When your daughters are growing up, do you look for signs like, are they going to be straight or gay?
Well, no.
So he took
to tell you the truth. With girls, I really don't think it phases you as much. Like if, as a son, You know what I mean? Because as a son, you're like, I want him to grow up and play sport, do this and that. Not that gay people can't, but not as good.
Oh my God, that's bad, dude.
I love that.
Rich Voss was making a joke.
Okay, so it never crossed my mind, and to tell you the truth, I wouldn't care as long as if she was gay with a white person. You know what I mean? Once you go gay and interracial, that's where I step in and go, hey, okay, all right, now you're trying to get even with what did I do?
Yeah, what did I really do here?
Yes, but everyone has their concerns, you know?
Rich Voss is being insensitive. I don't like that.
And that's certainly one of my concerns being a father now. Absolutely.
Really?
And no one's going to be able to change my mind anytime soon. Maybe,
I guess it's different
maybe
for
another
us.
100 fucking years go by, and then maybe you're like, I don't care either way as long as he's healthy and happy. You know, I'll accept it.
Uh-huh.
But like any other father, you look for signs at a very early age. You're wondering and hoping. You're hoping.
I can't be a hypocrite. That's why I don't even, if my kids, that's what they want to do.
Listening to Cher. That's all you know. It's like, wait a minute. He's 3 and he's like, got Cher fucking CDs and listening to him.
We take our daughter on stage, sometimes Raina, and I feel like she's going to grow up like
Chastity Bono. Yeah. That's what Sonny and Cher used to do.
We're really fucking this kid up.
Totally.
So, she's, getting her fucking tits fucking lanced off. And, she's got, whatever the fuck, hatchets on her fucking tits. And, she's
getting whiskers and hormones and fucking some mechanical penis installed. Jesus Christ.
She loves it. She loves going on stage.
You know what? I hope this guy is not. He's got to be joking. I'm Joe in New York. Joe.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Hello.
Listen, there's a hierarchy of comedy, right? Everybody can make fun of Catholics. Black people can only make fun of black people. Jews can only make fun of Jews. Gay guys can only make fun of gay guys. The only people that make fun of everyone are lesbians.
Yeah, well.
Okay. All right, that's not as bad. Yeah, we feel like it doesn't matter what color you are, you should be able to make fun of anything.
Yeah, funny.
I think it doesn't matter what color you are, you should be able to say whatever word you want in America. And we always talk about the consequences of it. Man, if you say the N-word to the wrong person, you're going to lose your fucking teeth.
The only reason there's
But you should be able to say it if you want to.
The only reason there's consequences with this, because there's money involved, there's sponsors, there's boycotts. Okay, if this was, a comic with, like me, that didn't really matter. You know what I'm saying?
I think if Tracy didn't have
money off
if
of
Tracy didn't have 30 Rock, I don't think he would have apologized.
Absolutely not.
I think he just went, fuck you, faggot.
And if everybody in this country wasn't running scared, and this has nothing
Who are
to do
the
with
everybody's? This is what Larry the Cable Guy said, and I loved his point today. He's like, who are these people? And me and Larry, we all went, well, I don't know. Well, I don't know who these people are. Because most people don't mind this type of stuff going on in America, including the gays, by the way.
Oh, yeah. But when you get a special interest group saying, we're going to protest your product, products that are taking out ad space on 30 Rock, whatever, we're going to protest your product. If these people said, you know what, well, go the fuck ahead. Go protest it. One, they wouldn't. Two, it would blow over in a week. Okay? So it's just everybody's running scared. That's all. There's this kid in Canada, a comic got sued in Canada. Did you hear this story?
We know the story. We covered it. But, I mean, in all fairness, it's Canada. They have, they really do have different fucking rules up there.
Good point.
No, they do. I mean, they should have our. I think they should have our rules, obviously. But tell the story for the people that haven't heard.
He was doing a club, a bar, open mic night. One, there was a sign out front that said this could be offensive. Ladies, these lesbians came in from the deck off, the patio, sat in. They were disrupting the whole show. Talking loud, obnoxious, and. He said, shut up lesbians or this, and nothing violent, nothing, but he insinuated they were lesbian, whatever. So they threw a drink at him, which is, and now he had to go to court. He was sued for $15,000 for hate speech. The club was sued for $7,000, and he can't work in British Columbia again. He's kicked out of the whole province of of that province of Canada. So did I say that right? Providence, whatever the fuck province. You know what I'm saying?
Just let him flounder.
That fucking area. But here's the thing, though.
He got kicked out of the province of the province.
The province of the province.
He got kicked out of a certain area of Canada, one section.
that would be named a state if
British
it was America.
Columbia. And the thing is, you say it happened in Canada, but it's happening here, only
I
not
know
to
it
that
is.
degree.
That's why everyone's got to push back.
But who's going to stop it? It's all about money. That's all it is. It's fucking money and sponsorship and ad time.
Well, they ought
That's
to really
what it comes
just
down to.
Not cave to these fucking idiots. You know, don't cave to these organizations that are the gay and lesbian fucking alliance of whatever, the fucking gay, lesbian, transgendered. The second they threw transgendered in there, it's like, just shut the fuck up.
You lost my open mind.
Stop.
You lost my open mindedness when you
That's
threw the
when you got my
transgender.
attention.
Yeah. You want to lop your fucking dick off or something.
Look,
that's not an organization to me.
That's just weird.
Yeah, that's just something that, you know, you have some mental issues to deal with. I'm not saying you're fucking retarded or psycho, but you have mental issues that you're dealing with. You don't feel like you're in the right body. That's not the same as like...
I can't wrap my mind around that at all.
No!
That one I can't.
What's that? Oh, where you
feel like you're in the wrong body.
Well, no, there's been times you want to throw on a lady's outfit every now and then, but it's not because that's just for experimental reasons. But the reason that people also are taken hostage because a lot of politicians and lawmakers fall into the categories of these special interest groups.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you have a gay group going after, and there's a gay, whatever, congressman or senator or whatever, they're going to lean towards that issue or towards that struggle. So they're going
to watch some of these guys come to the defense of some of these groups. It's embarrassing. It's like they feel they have to. They're so afraid of being chastised by these groups that it doesn't matter what the group is anymore. Mm-hmm. They're just like, it's a group? Mm-hmm. Bah, we better be inclusive and we gotta be nice to them and tolerant and shit like that. What, to the people that want to cut their balls off? I want to cut my balls off and I don't want you making fun of it. You want to cut your balls off? Right. Of course I'm going to make fun of it. Of course. You freak. Right. Jesus Christ. Can we be honest here for a second? That everybody that hears about a guy that wants his balls cut off doesn't go, that's reasonable. That there might be someone that goes, I find that fucked up.
If I had a son, he wanted to cut his balls off, I'd stab him.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Rich Voss. Well, now you're going to be.
If I had a son that wanted to cut his balls off.
I'd like to welcome everyone to the GLAAD convention. Let's give it up for your headliner, Tracy Morgan.
I'd like to welcome you to the ball cutting convention.
Can you imagine that porn star cutting those fucking beautiful balls off?
Oh, what a sin. It's a sin.
Look, I think we finally get the gay thing, but I don't get the cutting your balls off
transgender
thing. Sorry, that's my line. I can accept the gay thing finally, but the cutting of your genitals because you think you're in the wrong body, or now developing a penis with your pussy lips. I don't get it. I'm sorry.
And to lump it into all one group, like if you got a couple of old queens living in the fucking village somewhere or wherever, and they want to live together and raise their little dog and fucking drink broth or whatever the fuck, that's one thing. How do you want to lump the ball cutting people into your category? I'd be appalled if I was a gay guy and I'd like some acceptance here as a gay man, whatever.
Right.
And then it's like, hey, we want acceptance too. Can we latch on to your fucking star here? Oh, you mean the guy that wanted his balls cut off? Right. No. Find your own shit.
And hang him from his rear view mirror.
You're fucking with our shit.
Even the Klan don't get along with the skinheads. I mean, even
you gotta have some subcategories. And I think the guys that want their balls cut off have to wait a few more years.
Listen, I don't like Hasidics. I don't like them. They make me look bad.
And Rich is a Jet.
I don't like Hasidics.
So there you go.
see what I'm saying?
That's a good point. But just so everyone knows, gets the full story here, GLAAD is the special interest group that's obviously in the spotlight the last week or so.
Gay, lesbian.
I think I can speak for the whole show. We're not a fan of any special interest group.
Yeah.
In general.
No, fuck
You know, when the
all.
Asian
I
groups
hate
come
that.
after comics or radio guys because of something that was said on the radio or on a it's the same shit.
Yeah.
Right now, though, it's all about GLAAD, okay?
Yeah.
It's the same shit, though.
Even if there was
the black groups and Reverend Al Sharpton, all of them are lumped together. They all got to go.
And I got to agree with you because I remember when you guys were fired and all the groups were, you weren't even backing the groups that were backing you. That's how much you don't like special
We
interest
hate
groups.
special interest groups. Don't back anybody.
Man, it's bad for the country.
It is because they hold it's what do you call it? It's extortion.
It is extortion.
It's
Well,
extortion.
it's fucking with free speech, man. People are scared to say anything.
Jesse
Yeah, I mean,
Jackson-
you guys as comics, you feel like, oh, I could say whatever the fuck I want on a comedy stage. Guess what? Tracy Morgan is now proving that's not true.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Okay,
you can
that's not-
say you just got to deal with the consequences.
Well,
Yeah,
and
but
unfortunately, the consequences are so great that
you can't
you
say it.
hold back.
It's like,
And
oh,
it used to be
you
a
can-
safe place for you guys. Yeah, every once in a while there's some weird little thing that pops up, or maybe a club owner will talk to you a bit. But now, man, this is gonna go to a whole nother level. You watch. Wait for the first comic that starts talking about the retards. That'll be the next one.
Oh, boy. You
Well,
think
that's
that's
the
going to
only
be the
thing
next
I
one?
agree with.
Mike Richards did the black thing.
Yeah.
Tracy
But
Morgan
here's-
did the gay thing.
Of course, it's the one thing you agree with.
No,
Rich.
here's the thing about the retards and mental handicap. Here's the thing about why it's so easy to attack them, and you shouldn't, because they can't fight back. They don't have a recourse. They can't fight back.
But you should say that comics should be able to do retard
No,
humor.
I didn't say they shouldn't, but it's the easiest thing to do as a comic.
Yeah,
When
you can be clever about it.
I've heard some clever jokes about
I've
it.
heard clever retard jokes.
Yeah.
Really?
Kind of fun. Yeah.
Oh.
I think retards are up for grabs as far as comedy goes. In the right
I don't know.
context.
It's
In the
just
right
too
context.
easy. Wait, it is. It's easy because there's no. If there was one, there's not going to be.
You don't make fun of retards?
No, here's the thing.
Is that because you are one?
No, here's the thing. Because there's going to be
Correct.
there's going to be nobody. I'm rubbing your glute fucking comedy now. Jesus, sticks and stones.
He's trying to stand up for his people.
No, what I'm trying, I am standing. Here's the thing. What I'm saying is, you're not going to get somebody in the audience that's retarded that can fight back, or
a heckle. Yeah,
not a heckle, or that if I do black material,
heckling you.
if I do black material, and the black people, 99% of the time, the black people love what I'm doing. It's the white fucking hypocrites.
Yeah, the
that,
guilty
the
white
guilty
people,
white
yeah.
that the first. I had a lady walk out. Oh, me and Bonnie, where the
but
fuck
Rich,
were we? And they walked out.
You're babbling. I got to put you back on
Okay.
the road here. Like, maybe you don't want to make fun of retards,
Yeah.
and that's fine, actually. But don't you understand that comics should be able to make fun of that if
I
they
didn't say
want
they
to?
shouldn't. I didn't say you shouldn't. You should be able to do whatever you want.
You personally don't.
Yeah, because
that's
it's
a
too
different
easy.
story.
Yeah.
You were making a blanket statement, like in general, that shouldn't happen.
You know what? It
Which
should
kind of goes
happen,
against
but
our
it's
whole point we're
no,
making
no,
today
what
with
I'm
Tracy
saying
Morgan.
Is, for a comic to do it, it's too easy. I'm saying as a comic to another comic.
Some would say going after gays is too easy.
Some
would say that.
Very good. Yes, some would.
Some would absolutely say that going after gays is way too easy.
Some would say going after
clever.
guys that want to cut their balls off. Very easy.
Yeah.
No, that's
very
not
easy.
It's hard to come up with good cutting your balls off
Your
material.
balls off material.
Okay, well maybe.
And what
I
about
just
the
like-
comics that are handicapped, which is a little different, obviously?
Yeah, it's
and they make fun of their handicap.
But that's
Josh
that's different.
Blue.
That's different. He's not handicapped. I've been in a dressing room when they tell him to go on, he crookets his arm. Okay,
He crookets his arm. Holy shit!
You're on, and then he gets all funny.
But that's
The
whole thing.
handicap is different. Physical handicap is different than mentally handicapped.
Why?
Because a physical Because
You're more aware.
A physical
As a person, you're
handicapped
more
person,
aware.
in a debate or an argument, a physically handicapped person can debate you or argue. A mentally handicapped person
Yeah,
can't.
but he would be more bummed out by what he's hearing.
No, he's not, because when you have people in a wheelchair, I fuck with people in a wheelchair all the time. They want to be seen as normal as the next person. They don't want to be, I've had guys in wheelchairs where I told them to shut the fuck up or I'll take you to the top of a hill. Whatever. And then, it's not, in the moment. Okay? But they could fight back. They have a recourse. Mentally handicapped people don't. It's like, you know what it is? It's like attacking, a scallop. You know what I mean? A big deal. There's no recourse.
Jimmy's not here today. Stop.
I'm not saying. I'm not calling mentally handicapped.
Handicapped.
Handicapped people scallops.
So you don't think comics should go after retards?
No, I'm saying they should have the
retarded.
right to. They should
mentally.
have,
what is the new word?
Mentally challenged.
No, I say
handicapable.
No, you're getting me wrong. Don't tell you. I say they should have the right to. I'm saying it doesn't make me laugh. It's not funny to me.
No, that's fair. That's fair enough.
Okay. But they should have the right. You should have the right to say whatever. We were on stage in Stand Up New York a couple weeks ago, Bonnie, and some ladies. This lady was very liberal, and this is why liberals get really mean. Bonnie was doing some stuff. Bonnie's doing some racial stuff. It's fucking funny, okay? And the lady's hecking, you're a whatever, and she goes, I hope you crash up here. Like really violent stuff.
Jeez.
More violent than anything Bonnie's saying.
Right.
Then I go on stage and I'm doing whatever about interracial dating and all that shit. The lady gets up and walks out. You're a bigot. I go, first of all, what is this, all in the family? If anything, I'm a fucking racist. I'm not a bigot. Don't call me a bigot. I'm a racist. Okay, no one's a bigot, okay? And if you're offended, don't come to a fucking comedy club. Do some research. Bonnie says this in Iraq, and I'm quoting her. Do some research. No, there's the internet, there's this. If you're offended, you would never go to a music venue and sit up front and go, hope it's jazz, okay? Do some fucking research, you jackasses, okay?
Like she should have done before she got married.
Whoa! Whoa, got me there!
Oh, well, Rich, come on.
Holy shit, I wish I could find them 17 where they're impressionable.
Someone on my Twitter says, as a trans person, what's a trans person?
Trans person?
Someone that commutes to work.
Oh, God, no.
What is a trans person?
I would guess somebody that's been sexually redesignated.
Wow, so that means either adding or subtracting?
Sexual reassignment, I think they call it, right?
Oh, I got one of these. Follow me on Twitter.
Oh, yeah?
As a trans person, this conversation is fucked up, but I still love you.
A trans
Why is it fucked up?
person.
What is trans? She, he, whatever means transgender, right? Might not have a physical what? Change? Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They may just identify.
But I don't.
Oh, God.
But that's where our line is. I don't get that shit at all.
No.
I don't get it.
That's a whole nother thing.
I don't get it. I see some of these guys walking around in dresses from the 50s. I'm like, why wouldn't you at least pick a dress from this century?
They're wearing big pearls around their necks. They're like fucking dressing like Hazel.
I know, you feel like you're looking at Betty Davis from Hush Hush Sweet Charlotte.
Yeah, what the fuck?
It's like parakeet meat.
I'm thinking if you've decided I don't want to walk around like a man, maybe you would get like a little sundress like the other girls are wearing.
Right.
But they turn out his is the best one.
They
Hazel.
just do that, yeah, like
They
Hazel.
look like Hazel.
Mr. B.
They stepped out of the early 60s. I'm like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
And
With
usually-
a big floppy hat that's
beehive
not in?
hairdo,
And usually
wig.
gay people are very fashionable. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Not these guys.
I've never seen a guy that wants to be a woman walk around New York at least trying to look either A, hot, or like the other girls on the street.
Yeah. The other gal. I'm just another gal out here.
Even their fucking high heels are like from another time.
You'll
It's
never
like,
hear that.
what, you just grab them from Nana or
You
something?
never hear that's a nice Chloe dress. You always hear, where are you at Sears?
I'm just hanging out with the girls today, right, girls? That's okay. Oh, it's a little warm today. Don't mind me. I'll be picking because my balls are stuck to my thigh. Because I got balls because I'm a man.
There's a guy that walks around my neighborhood.
The skirt.
And if I didn't think he would beat the living shit out of me, I would have filmed him by now. I'm scared
Yeah.
shitless of this guy. But he looks like he came out of a speakeasy.
Speakeasy.
Like he's a guy that wants to be a girl, and he walks around from, what year would that be? The 20s?
Yeah,
30s?
yeah.
That's
During
what he's dressed
Prohibition.
as. And he's got one of those fucking things.
Like I Love Lucy hats on
Yeah, you
his
can't
head.
even call it a hat. It just kind of hangs on the side of his head like it was pasted there.
I call that a tumor.
He walks around with way more confidence than I've ever had in my life. And I'm like, how the fuck does this guy have confidence looking like this?
Yeah.
They do. Transvestites have the most confident
And I know this guy, if I pulled out a camera, because he also has the look like, yeah, just try it. To anyone, he has that look to anyone that wants to say something.
What does he expect?
But I'm telling you, I'm too.
Jesus.
I haven't been able to film him yet because I'm too fucking scared. I'll get my ass kicked by a guy that looks like he's a gal from the 30s.
Dude, I have watched those shows. You know those HBO shows, Real Sex and things like that, where they show like these guys getting all together for a night out, and they show them put on their clothes, and the most disturbing part is when they're looking in the mirror, putting their makeup on, and you see like these man lips with whisker, and they're putting on the lipstick.
I just like, going out, knowing I look pretty, and just spending a night out like one of the girls.
And they're walking in high heels all fucked up. Like they just can't do it. The muscles in men's legs aren't meant to walk in high heels, and they're all stumbly with their old lady costume makeup.
Like newborn
big clip-on earrings.
Like newborn calves.
Yeah, that's what they look like. A newborn fucking moose trying to walk for the first time. That's what they look like in heels.
Well, let me tell you.
They look like the end of the night.
Oh, is that a transgender? Oh, it's hiding a cock.
No.
There it is.
She has a cock?
Right there.
Where?
There is some cock going on down there.
Wow, that looks like a girl, man.
It does look like
it looks
a girl.
like kind of
if you
a...
met her in a bar, you might start making out with her.
Let me think.
If you were single.
Hold on, let me think. I'll be...
If you met her in a bar, you might start blowing her.
No, the problem is, the closer you get, you can tell it's a guy every single
can tell
time.
it's a dude.
Just lean in. It's like, oh, okay, that's a guy.
Yeah.
Why? Because
from a distance, it looks like her fucking manly features.
Yeah, it's a little manly going on there.
Yeah, you could grow your hair out, but you could still see the manly features.
She looks like one of those Brazilian models.
Oh, yeah?
You're gay.
I'm not gay.
You're gay.
It's okay, though, because we accept that now.
Yeah, we accept the gay, just not the ball cut off, guys.
I'm very offended by the fact that...
I don't
Find some hotter ones. Find some that we could see that you would think is really a girl.
Look at up top. Look at that, the one. Yeah, that one. Oh, God. This is exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Hi. I just spent some time.
That's a Sears glamour shot of a tranny. Wonderful. That guy's fucking... How do the kids feel?
My name was
guy?
My name was Charlie when I was born, but now I'm Charlene. Yes. Because I can never completely change it.
Why not go from Charlie to Susan?
Right.
No, I got to make it similar to my given name. I now walk through life as Charlene. I want you to accept me.
I don't know.
I feel good this way.
Sorry, I'm nowhere as close to understanding or accepting that shit. That just looks fucked up.
If one of those walked by, or I was in a situation, and then I was on that TV show, what would you do, or whatever, and that guy came up to me, I go, I'd suck him off. That's what I do.
I'd suck him off. Hey, there's Larry the Cable Guy on Fox News, and he's wearing that Hawaiian shirt you talked about.
Tom Selleck is a wonderful guy. He was great as Eisenhower.
You guys are separated at birth, really. We were. A lot of people. I signed 2 autographs as Tom Selleck this week in New York.
Fantastic.
But he did the Hawaiian shirt when he did Magnum. I figured I've
I like
got
how
kind of
he's
Hawaiian
got
deal on. I'm going to do a little Tom
Because
Selleck.
it's this one of these shows, so he's got to put the whole voice on and do the whole act.
You know why I saw that? Because
I'm wondering if he's going to say cheeseburger. He said he would for us.
Showing a lot of skin lately. Like, for example, Congressman Weiner. And I don't know if you agree with his approach to fame.
Well, let me tell you something. It's so funny when you do shows now. People go, hey, you got any jokes on Congressman Weiner? And you go, well, I got a few. And they go, well, now remember, we got to keep this clean. I mean, that's the joke. It's basically what it is. Well, it's ridiculous. You never got any direct messages, did you? No, but let me tell you, I had
the same fucking face as Bob Kelly.
Yeah.
Right. Do a split screen, Bob Kelly, Larry the Cable Guy.
Holy shit, without the goatee or something.
And the hat and all, and the eyes. It's all in the eyes. He has the same fucking...
it's him! Holy shit! Without the beard!
It's creepy.
It really is.
I felt like I was looking into Bob Kelly's eyes today.
What happened is...
He does have a Bob Kelly thing going on. Bob's eyes are a little darker and more mysterious.
More dreamy.
Yes, more dreamy.
All it did was reminded her to bring home
Oh, please, right?
That's all.
There's just a fire burning behind those eyes.
We got to do our show, not listen to their show.
Yeah.
The second part of the press conference with Ginger Lee. We did a little off-roading there, we like to call it.
Certainly did.
So we're back on the road. Gloria Allred reads the emails Weiner wrote to this stripper / former porn star who has now put herself into the story for, I would say, because she wants some money in the end.
But I have a question, real quick before.
Yeah.
Why is she defending her? Is this girl suing Weiner?
I don't know what the motive is here.
We don't know really.
I don't know
yet.
what it is.
I'm really not up on this because I was watching some hockey and I went to Louis C.K.'s thing last night for the premiere of his second season on FX, which is going to be great. So I don't know. I'm a little behind on this one. Let's listen. Maybe Gloria Allred will make it obvious here.
So the only emails that I will talk about today are the ones that support what we said about his package.
Oh.
Okay. So here are some of the statements that she received about that.
Yeah, you fucking read that shit. Yeah.
I have wardrobe demands too. I need to highlight my package.
Come on.
All right, and this is a different one. All right, my package and I are not going to beg. We both see the hazard of going down the path of comparative sexiness. At least with you, the intrusion ends after a few gawks. I get dragged into long commentary sessions at the corner bodega. You aren't giving my package due credit.
So fucking what?
Who cares about this? It's not a big deal.
No, as far as, we found something, but just to finish this, so what, Gloria Allred? How is this a case?
Yeah, so what, you're reading some personal texts.
Right. A guy was obviously trying to get Ginger Lee to possibly suck his dick.
The porn fucking...
So why are you involved in that?
Bitch. Unbelievable. We're just doomed. Bunch of vultures.
Holy fuck, look at Vancouver.
Well, yeah, that's what they do when they lose the Stanley Cup.
They don't like that.
They're not happy about that, Rich Voss. Not happy at all. I want to thank, who was this? Obi Swan on Twitter. Remember Little Britain? We had those guys in here.
Yeah.
I guess that didn't do well in America. I kind of liked it, actually.
Yeah.
I kind of liked it. They do characters. And
like Mr. Amos.
Yeah, and they have a sketch called I'm a Lady that Obi Swan is saying is exactly what we're talking about.
Really?
So I want to see if there's anything to this.
All right. Give it a listen.
Buddha's Hospital in Foulmouth. Ropey transvestite Emily Howard is waiting to have an x-ray taken.
Right, sorry to keep you. So, Eddie Howard. Emily Howard? I'm a lady, Emily Howard, yes. Right, what happened? Well, I was disembarking a motor coach when I took a tumble. You fell off the bus? Quite. Right, well, I'm going to need to do an x-ray of the whole leg, so we'd just like to place this over your testicles. Oh, doctor, you do amuse. No, it's not a joke. It's got a sheet of lead in it. It deflects the radiation. But I'm a lady. I don't have testicles. Perhaps little lady's testicles might this do for me instead? No.
That's a little visual.
Or this? Surely, I'm sorry, you do need to use this. Well, do you mind if I brighten it up a little with some applique and decollage? Yes, I could sew some lace around the edges. I really don't have time for this, Mr. Howard.
More of a visual on this one, but obviously it's a trans whatever. I don't know.
I hate listeners' suggestions.
I'm not going anywhere.
Never.
Well, I mean, she's.
I get it. It's funny. And
she is used to be a guy trying to live her life as a woman. Is what the sketch is all about. But this one, unfortunately, is very visual.
You guys should come in here one day, everybody, as women. You guys should all come in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and see who's the hottest woman.
We should do that.
Yeah, I'd have to go with Sam. Would be the best looking woman.
I don't know. He's kind of got.
He does have
those
eyebrows.
weird features.
Oh.
Well, not weird.
I've never seen a
but
woman
just
with big
not
eyebrows
womanly.
like that.
Don't try to look all. Now he's putting on his chick face. He was trying to be coy.
He wants to be known as the hottest
He's
chick.
trying to be coy. He really does want to.
Everybody works here has to dress as a woman.
E-Rock would need the fucking pearls and the old Victorian dress and
Right.
shit like that.
He would look like Rosie.
Big wig.
Rosie.
No, Hazel.
Hazel.
The Hazel fucking reference. It was Hazel, right? You said?
Hazel, yeah.
That was brilliant.
Mr. B.
I've seen the Hazels walking around.
Oh, Hazel. I don't know.
Well,
we should break.
I'll tell you one thing.
Maybe if Travis shaved.
Friday night.
I'm prettier than him.
I'm not going to do anything that's going to get me locked up at Nitschke's or wherever the fuck I am in Buffalo tomorrow.
Isn't it Nitschke's?
Oh, Nitschke's or whatever the fuck.
What is it? Nitschke's?
Nitschke's.
It's
Buffalo people are
Nitschke's.
calling and saying
But he
it's,
has such a hard time saying Nitschke's.
Wait, where is your plug? Isn't it Nietzsche's?
Nietzsche's.
Oh, Nietzsche's.
Like the philosopher?
Yeah, Nietzsche's.
Oh my God, he was saying Nitschke's.
And
or
you're
he was
calling
saying
Nitschke's.
Nitschke's.
Why does that look like Nitschke's to you? That's
Huh?
Nietzsche's, right?
Yeah,
Nietzsche's.
I was thrown off.
Oh wow.
Nietzsche's Music Hall.
Yeah,
in
Friday
Buffalo.
night, tomorrow night. And
One show at 7, and I'm telling you
no,
right
it's not
now.
at 7. They fucked it up on
Oh,
the
they
internet.
fucked it up? All right. One
I
show
don't know.
at
It's-
Nietzsche's Music Hall with Rich Voss.
I want to do 2, so I need like over 300 people. I want to do 2 shows.
And if you get over 300, then you get a second show?
I think if I get over 200, I
The
think it's
people
200.
in Buffalo should come out and see Rich. I'm telling you. Great fucking show. Rich
and then
Voss.
and then 4th of July weekend on that Foxwoods.
You know what made me
Ooh,
laugh?
that's nice.
You were doing morning TV in Kansas City, and that clip went around. People were throwing it around Twitter a little bit.
Oh, really?
With that, they were like the little morning fucking
Oh,
show
the
with
worst
the
shows.
couple that looks like
Oh,
they could be
yeah.
married, but they're
That was
not.
great.
And the woman is divorced with a kid, and you were hitting on her.
Yeah.
And you had your horrible golf outfit on.
Well-
I was getting a lot of chuckles out of that interview. Because you were making everyone uncomfortable.
That was a good one, man.
First of all,
Did she come to your show?
No, she blew me off.
As soon as the cameras went off?
Yeah, they're done. First of all, they think they're famous in that 3-mile radius.
Right.
So that
Extremely famous.
Once you get into that fucking radius, you're like, hey, this is our territory. You know what I mean? So like, I'm just some fucking dumb comic to her.
Right.
You know, but you get her in my fucking whatever I'm trying to say is.
I don't know. Let's go to break.
I'm not trying to say anything.
Sirius XM. The virus.
The Opie and Anthony Show presents Primetime Sam Roberts and one question with a guest we couldn't get. Star of film and television, Robin Hood star, Christian Slater.
Primetime Sam Roberts here with Christian Slater. Christian, do you watch Top Chef?
No.
Thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure.
This has been Primetime Sam Roberts and one question with a guest we couldn't get on the Opie and Anthony Show.
The virus. Sirius XM. This is the Opie and Anthony Show. Opie and Anthony.
What?
8:30 a.m. Sunday.
8:30 Sunday.
What, tea time?
Yeah, me and Rich are trying to figure out a tea
I'll
time.
put it just
I didn't
in
know
case.
this was going to be on the air, but
Love
what
to
the
go.
hell?
You're on? We're on?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
We're on.
We're trying to play golf Father's Day because we deserve to do something for ourselves.
That's nice.
Because we're fathers.
Yeah.
My kid yesterday, I know. But I keep it short. Fucking kid got shots yesterday, 13 months old.
Jesus.
First time he was completely aware. Holy shit. Before that, the needles would hit him and he would have the shock because he's just a little infant. But I didn't feel like he was aware because all you have to do is give him a breast and he's fine immediately. But yesterday...
It's like any other man.
Yesterday he is completely aware and looks you right in the eye like, what the fuck, motherfucker?
Freaked
You're
out?
supposed to protect me from shit.
Freaked out, yeah.
Well, they said it was going to hurt. In the arms, too, for the first time. It used to be in his big, fat baby thighs.
Those little baby arms.
Well, there's no muscle yet.
No.
For some reason, babies
Like
have
father,
big...
like son.
I got fucking muscle.
That is funny, though.
I'll take you on right now. What do you want to do? Push-ups? What do you got?
Push-ups? You couldn't even come close to me in as many push-ups as I did.
Wow.
How many
boss.
push-ups can you do?
And I did chest
How many push-ups
yesterday.
can you do?
I could do more than you.
How
Whatever
many?
You could do,
How
I could
many?
do. 50 probably.
Let's do it.
No. And I did chest yesterday, so my chest is already worn out.
Count them out.
I don't want to do that on your own show. Fuck you up. No, I don't want to do it on your show.
Oh, shit.
No,
this is
gonna be
serious.
He's gonna, and I did
This
chest
is
yesterday.
serious.
All right, let's see how many.
Oh, shit.
I don't
need video. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Still going strong. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Still going. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. There's 30 for Opie. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. There's 40 push-ups. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, a little tougher, 47, 48, 49, and here's 50, 51, 51.
I can't beat that.
Oh, shit, Rich! Oh, shit! Oh, shit!
Your turn, motherfucker.
Holy!
Your fucking turn.
Goes, I can't beat that. Opie's fucking pushing like a motherfucker.
Your turn.
51 push-ups.
You
and
said
Rich just
50.
goes, I can't beat that.
Your
What a
turn.
dick.
Fucking go.
Oh, that is a dick
I'll
move,
take my
man.
$100 too.
Oh, that is
I heard
funny, man.
$100.
God, that is funny.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, Rich.
Yeah, I'm breathing
Rich
fucking
is
hard. That
taking
was
his,
not easy. And every single one I touched.
You go, boy.
Taking his watch out. All right, Rich, assuming the position. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Oh, shit, he's doing pretty good.
12, 13, 14.
He's going all the way down Mars.
16.
He's not.
17, 18, 19. There's 20 for Rich. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. There's 30 for Rich. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 37, 8, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 7, 48, 49, 50. Pretty consistent. 1, 52, 53, 54, 55. His ass is going up now. 55. 55.
Yeah, but Troy,
push-ups
come on
for
in
Rich.
here.
Damn. He was going.
Troy said he wasn't going down as far, Mars.
Oh, shit.
I didn't see you, but
Well, he wasn't going down as far.
I give respect.
Oh, shut up. Please,
Troy.
Sam, I don't even want to hear from you.
I give Rich respect, but tell him what it was.
All the way down. He was not going all the way down.
It's true.
I was doing push-ups.
I was doing push-ups. I hit the fucking floor.
The way Opie was doing is the way you're supposed to do them.
First of all,
catch your breath, like I had to.
You're right there, Rich.
Who had better
Fucked
push-ups?
my golf game up today.
Who had better push-ups?
You definitely did. You were your form is a lot better.
Really?
You went down all the way.
We should have made it official because
the
I don't know who wins now.
A couple of them, Rich was going down all the way, but for the most part, he was very short strokes
half-assed.
there on the push-ups. But I'm not even going to argue. That's pretty goddamn good. Yeah.
Wow.
You're right. You're right.
I'm fucking old officially.
God.
You're
I was
pumped up now. Look at you.
Here's the thing. I was thinking I might die here and it's going to make big news.
Yeah, yeah.
Almost big news.
Holy
What do you got? A fucking
Jesus.
Primatine mist? You're gonna? Oh, he's taking his watch out. I think you're reaching for an inhaler.
Holy
Jesus.
fuck.
No, that's something. What hurts? What?
Let's see how fucking pumped I am.
We don't need to.
Oh God! Damn.
Now he has to take his shirt
He
off.
always does that fucking stance.
What do you expect? Wow, yeah. What do you want from us?
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, God.
Oh God, Rich. The fuck is it? He's pulling his pants down to his pubes.
To show
his
us
shirt is off.
To show us his full U. He's got a U. You got a U.
Oh, Christ.
Including the little
People were looking at
thing.
my pube hair and thought it was your head.
Oh, I saw him without his hat last night.
It looks good
Motherfucker.
After those plugs?
I just decided to grow
their individual follicles.
I just decided to grow my hair longer so it gets a little confusing up there.
A little confusing.
Right. But and without the hat, fuck yeah, man. He pulled it off.
Well, you're talking about kids. My daughter, first year in college, made the dean's list.
Yeah?
For real.
Hey,
big deal.
Let me say hi to John in Denver. John. Oh, by the way, go ahead, John. John.
Hey, did you and Rich Voss both do more push-ups than those 3 in the physical challenge?
Look.
combined?
Oh, wow. You know,
I know
absolutely right.
I know we downplay our age, but I'm almost twice as old as some of these guys. And I did 51 push-ups. Sam, how many did you do?
Well, it was a timed contest. We both did 20.
No,
That's all
but-
we were supposed to do.
You were fucking dying.
No, all you guys were dying and weren't going to go over 20.
Yeah.
No, we did was
Who was
20.
in the contest?
The last
Me,
one I
Eric, and
saw
Bobo.
for you. Ooh,
All right, I will give you both $250 cash if you and E-Rock combined can do more push-ups than I did. That means you'd have to do half the push-ups each.
Okay. How much?
$250 each.
Okay.
You'd have to do
Can you do it, Eric?
25 push-ups each, right?
Let's do it.
And I will give you both $250 cash.
Okay.
It's 51, by the way.
And
Mars,
form will
and
count.
Mars, yes, form will count.
Okay.
Yes, definitely.
Now, wait a minute. You want
good.
each of them to do 51?
No,
25 and a half.
God. They're a lot younger than me. If they could combine do 52, you get $250 each.
Okay.
Wow.
That means each guy has to do 26.
That's crazy.
Or one could do 30 and one could do 22.
Whatever.
No, that's.
I'll let
It
E-Rock
ain't
know.
happening.
Oh, either way.
It ain't happening.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay.
Thank you, John.
Hey, Opie,
Yeah.
big shout out to Jake and Del Rey.
Why?
I don't know.
All right.
You just wanted to shout out.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'm growing my hair long so I could pull off the mini Trump.
Are you going for the mini Trump?
Thank you,
Mini-
Stephen. That's from
mini,
Bayshore.
mini Trump.
Hey,
All right, Mars, we doing this?
Oh, yeah. Should we do this? Should we have them do 2 push-ups as examples of how they're going to do their push-ups? And I say yay or nay, and then they can have an idea.
They should just know how to do push-ups.
But you know, this one especially.
Then
Sam.
you show
he's
them what a
cheater.
real push-up is.
Push-ups than Eric last time.
I had good.
And what do
form
I
on
get
mine.
if you lose? There's no consequences to
There
you guys.
should be consequences.
That's your bet.
What?
It's your bet.
Should be consequences.
You said we couldn't do it.
You can't do it.
All right, so then don't worry about it.
All right, no consequences.
Do you think you can?
Yeah, I bet Eric can
Well,
be
then you
combined.
said you can do it. So what are the
Combined, you guys
consequences?
could do 52.
Yeah. Well, Eric, what do you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you? All right, Mars, show them a real push-up.
A real push-up, guys. Right.
There it is.
You don't have to touch the floor, but you got to go down.
I was down like that.
Nah, you're a little
you-
short, Rich.
you were a little short
I'm not
on
gonna
it.
beat you up though.
They were pretty good.
You beat me. It's fine.
I didn't
I
beat
could
you.
accept that I lost.
No,
but
you
your
went further
push-ups were a
down.
little.
You went further.
I could accept that.
I
Barely.
can no, but you went further, so it's a draw.
I was hoping for 60, to be honest with you.
Who, you or me?
Me, but when I hit 45, I was done.
I could have probably done 60. I don't want to take a chance.
I used to do 60.
That's a lot. If you
I do them with one leg up on the rubber ball, just one leg at a time.
That hurts.
And then you do that, and then you switch to one leg on the other leg, and do them like that. so
No
you're on
one
an
believes
incline.
you.
Swear to God.
I know.
Swear,
All right, let's do this.
swear on my mother.
Because I hear Sully's here.
How about that?
I have a quick Italian question for you.
Hey, yeah?
Oh, after this, remind me.
Ready? Yeah.
All right, so Sam's going first.
Go, Sam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Now he's getting weak.
8,
I'm good.
9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Slowing down.
8,
It's slowing down.
9,
Oh, boy.
I'm really
20.
good. He needs 26.
1,
22.
Oh, look at him shaking. His
3,
arms are shaking.
23.
4,
24.
5,
25.
6,
26 was a struggle.
26.
He stopped at 26.
26.
Yeah, he struggled.
Which means he did his part. You couldn't do much more than 26. You
Yeah, I
should.
could.
Then you should have.
You should have, Sam.
Because it's the combination.
Why wouldn't you have?
Well, I want E-Rock to do
Take
his
the heat
part,
off
too.
E-Rock.
I'm not going to take any heat off E-Rock. He could do it.
Mars, how many more do you think he could have done?
I could have
Maybe
done,
one, maybe two more.
I could have done 4
You're
more.
going to go to 30.
Then you
I'm pretty
should have.
I want E-Rock because E-Rock's going to do it too. E-Rock will do 26.
E-Rock's depressed because he's like, now you're making me do my 26.
No, that's fine, but I mean, we could.
That's fine. Was E-Rock doing good on the push-ups?
I think E-Rock could do 26.
You ready?
I think I'm fine.
Hold on, start from the
All right,
from the
yeah.
top.
No.
You ready?
Uh-huh.
Okay, go. 1.
Down.
2. Lower. 3.
Down.
4. 5.
Troy's yelling he's not going all the way down.
Yes, he is. Mars
really
is
not.
3.
Come on, Tuna. 7. 8. 9.
He's really
10.
red.
Oh, no. 1. Lower. 2.
Yeah, lower, man.
Lower. Oh, he's adjusting. That's never good.
4.
He's adjusting.
5. Eric, lower.
Lower.
Lower, or it's not counting.
Come on.
Fuck you then.
Oh, shit! Fuck you then, he says.
Why are you saying fuck you? You're beat red. Admit you couldn't do it.
No, you keep adjusting when I did nothing different.
Did you see that?
He wasn't going down all the way.
Do more.
At least Sam was going down all the way.
I win.
Eric,
He's mad at me.
I win.
that was you. Do more push-ups.
I'm way older.
You only did 14.
Youth of
Wow,
America
Sam, I'd
sucks.
be pissed at E-Rock.
Oh my God.
He fucking ripped you off. You had money coming in, easy money, right?
E-Rock,
That's because Eric doesn't
you were
need
not
the
going to
money
get
like
to
I need the
26.
money.
Oh, yeah.
You had a
Pretty cool, huh?
You had a hunchback.
7, because they didn't count.
Nobody was fucking you over. If they were going to fuck anyone over, they would have fucked me over, and I did 26.
I think you should try to get half the money from Opie. You did half
Let me
the
get
money.
my 250. I did my part.
You're good nothing and like it.
Eric, don't go, Eric. Eric.
Eric's pissed now.
Oh,
Why is
man.
he
Look
pissed?
at E-Rock. He's all mad.
He's just coming up with an excuse. He was beat red, and his push-ups didn't go anywhere close
he
to the
was
ground.
red at
and,
7.
And he had a hunchback, which meant he was in deep trouble.
He started getting the shakes, too.
It was 6.
How many more can I do to get to 250?
Dude, you're lying. You maybe would have made 28. Maybe.
Can I do?
You know that.
Can I do 5 more now?
No, you have to do... It was a combination of the two. So you got to get down there and do 51 push-ups.
Well, he did...
Or 52. You have to match him. So you have to do it alone now, and he'll give you the money.
Another 26.
Right? You said a combination.
Yeah, you're a lot younger than me.
So if you do them all, that's still...
His arm looked like a little breaking arm on like a record player from the old days. It was like this little skinny thing shaking.
Yeah.
It really was shaking.
E-Rock let you down.
He did...
But I think you blew it by not doing more than 26 if you could have.
But
I don't think
you guys
could
were
have.
fucking with E-Rock. He couldn't concentrate. One guy's telling him one thing, one guy. I had to take E-Rock's side.
I would have
because-
gone to... max I would have gone to was 30, and then he still would have only done his dumb 14, so it would have been 44.
It's dumb 14.
I mean, we still weren't making 52 because Eric doesn't have the heart.
He wasn't close to that.
Because he doesn't need the money. He's overpaid.
Holy shit, Sam. Wow.
Why are you mad at E-Rock?
Because he quit. He tapped out
He
after
did quit.
14 push-ups.
But I wanted to...
Mr. Physical Fitness Challenge winner couldn't even get
He
to the
won?
20 that he did.
I wanted...
He did win. He beat Sam.
For the first time, I'm bummed Bobo isn't here because I wanted to beat all 3. I wanted
Oh, man.
the combination of the 3.
Bobo doesn't know what a push-up is.
Well, he did maybe 2, I think.
How did you lose to him on this thing? What did you? what could
Because,
you have done?
because they were giving E-Rock credit for the push-ups that he was doing here just now that he didn't get credit for.
Yeah.
If you had given E-Rock credit for the push-ups that he got credit for during the Physical Fitness Challenge, he would have gotten...
But what happened to your sit-ups?
Sit-ups I lost.
How
I don't
did
have
you do?
core strength. Push-ups?
Sit-up. Would you do crunches or sit-ups?
Full sit-ups.
Oh, but no one does those anymore.
Well, it's
But
a good test.
I dominated in running, and I just proved here that I destroyed Eric in push-ups. He can't do 14 without tapping out. He's got no heart.
Did he beat you in push-ups during the Physical Fitness
You
Challenge?
guys gave him the credit because he got his halfsies done quick.
That is true.
Right,
He
well-
was halvesies-ing.
I think I just...
Well, why don't we have a separate push-up contest between you two?
I see a lot of resentment and anger.
I do, too.
Because I just got... It cost me $250. I need the money.
Do you really think you wouldn't get the fucking money for
Yeah, but-
that stiff?
but
you
Sam-
wouldn't have got the fucking money.
You know who you were dealing with, and you weren't smart enough to try to do more than 26. I don't think you could have, and you're just making an excuse why you stopped.
Well, I wouldn't have gotten to
But you should have
how
pushed,
many I needed.
You should have pushed another couple out just to make it a little easier for fat stuff.
Doesn't matter because he only did his stupid 14, remember?
He did his dumb 14.
Dumb,
His
stupid
fat
ass.
kid 14.
Which
Oh,
means-
shit, his fat kid 14.
Is E-Rock going to defend himself, or is he just going to
No,
fucking...
No, he's going to tap
wallow?
out same way he tapped out in the push-up
E-Rock,
contest.
say something.
He's got nothing. Where is he?
He's probably
Did he
puking.
leave?
Why are you going to let
Oh,
Sam
man.
do this?
He busted in here like fucking
Yeah.
wrestler.
Why are you letting Sam do this?
Who gives a fuck?
Obviously not you.
I don't give a shit about this.
You don't give a shit about $250?
It would have been
He
nice,
doesn't
yes,
need-
but
he's
every
overpaid.
time
He
I'm
doesn't
getting
have
skipped
to.
on the number. Fuck it, I don't need it.
See what I mean?
He doesn't need
the money.
Do you know these guys are dying for the money? Like
well, we didn't win the lottery.
Sam is a prick, but he can use the money.
Yeah.
You can't argue with who gives a shit.
You really can't argue when someone just goes, "Who gives a shit?"
You know, fair
it's
enough.
like, you know
You can't
what?
argue with that.
Is that his excuse for work and everything?
Yeah, that's his
like, hey,
outlook on
Iraq,
life.
you know, we need something for the. Who gives a shit?
You can't argue with who gives a shit.
You really can. It trumps everything. He played the "who gives a shit" card.
Who saw that coming?
That's the psychology he hits life with.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Wow.
Every aspect.
Well, look who's fucking got the money that doesn't need it.
Exactly.
And look who's out on the boat in Florida. Pretty cool, huh?
Mr. Florida lottery
And you're
winner.
fucking.
Why he won the
You're
lottery?
sitting there.
Well, he took a newspaper
Oh,
that was sent to the staff
What
of
he
the
said?
show, like the Daily News for the show, and then he took a scratch-off lotto card out of the show newspaper, and he sent it in, and he kept $100,000 for himself.
And there was a controversy with the scratch-off things. There was a misprint, right?
Yeah.
So they said, okay, everybody that had this card and scratched it and you know sent it in because they thought they won, we'll take all those and put them in a big barrel thing and pick out a winner. And they picked out Iraq's fucking card, and he won $100,000.
He really won $100,000?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
So the rest of the staff was all pissed because it was like that paper was addressed to staff.
It was not a work paper. And
First of
on
all-
top of that, he's already overpaid as it is.
Hey, why don't you pay
So that
him a little...
combined with the $100,000 is like, what?
I would pay Sam a little money out of that to do
He
some
did.
sit-ups for you or
He
some
gave.
push-ups.
He bought some breakfast.
He did?
For the guys.
Good for you. He's
About
married.
100,000 breakfast.
He's getting married. Did you get married or are you married?
Yeah, I'm married.
He's married. Okay, he's
I'm getting married too.
You're not getting married. You don't even have a girlfriend. Listen to me. You're getting married.
He's getting married.
He's getting married
in less than a
Fucking
year.
Where? At Chuck E. Cheese? You're 12. How are you getting fucking married? Oh, now it's pin the tail on the donkey time, kid. Go fuck yourself. You're not getting married. Nobody's getting married.
You should see his
Who marries a fucking executive
She's
intern?
cute. She's cute. You should see his chick, Rich.
Huh?
She's cute. You should see his chick.
Oh,
You've
really?
probably seen.
Yeah.
You've probably seen her.
She's been around for 6 years.
Where have I seen her? Oh, how old is she? 6? What do you mean she's been around for 6? Who is she?
Sam's
She
getting
works
married.
here?
That's how
No.
long we've been doing this satellite thing. Because he was just a kid when we met him.
Yeah.
You've had her for 6 years?
Yes.
She's your. Oh, so you're her first? Believe you me, this is not going to happen.
If Roland's listening, can you get Sully in here, please? He's just
Oh,
listening to
Sully's
this horse
here.
shit.
Who's Sully?
Who's Sully from
Oh, my
Godsmack?
Oh, I introduced them at fucking Woodstock.
Did you really?
Yeah.
So why are you saying
The
who's
original.
Sully?
Well, I thought it was just a million Sullys.
Yeah, but he's from Boston.
The fuck? Listen,
get
I got
it?
an Italian question. Bonnie has a friend, a new
Oh,
friend, Maria.
Yeah.
Italian fucking kid, right,
Hey.
broad?
Yeah, broad.
And she says she keeps giving us fucking presents. We don't want presents. She brings them up. Do Italians do this? Like here's for the kid. Here's for
Oh
the
yeah,
house.
they do that a
Really?
lot. Yeah, it's
Italians
fucking
know.
annoying.
Because I don't like it. Because I feel like
They're
it's
good in
like
the gift
prison.
giving.
Like then you owe them.
Yeah.
You know. That's what Italians do.
I think
Here's
that's the
for
whole thing to
kid.
owe.
Sully.
To owe. Here's Sully. What's
Been a
up,
while,
man?
brother.
How you been, man? Doing good?
It's been a while.
Fucking Sully.
Sully's another guy that doesn't age. What the fuck?
Yeah.
It doesn't age.
Yeah.
Tell my body that.
You look exactly the same though, brother.
So
We haven't
do
seen you
you.
in years.
It's been a few years, man. How about that?
It's been a
God
few
damn.
years. Thank you guys so much for having me, man.
I'm excited. I didn't even realize you're doing the solo thing tonight. I'm going, man. I can't wait.
Oh, good.
I'm a big fan of your solo stuff.
Yay.
I'm a big fan across the board, but yeah, I like the solo stuff as well.
Nice.
Are
Yeah,
you?
what-
Are you? I gotta, because it's everywhere. Are you a Bruins fan?
Oh man, I'm a huge Boston fan.
Yeah,
as
obviously.
You know, yeah,
but
born
do you
and
like
raised.
hockey though?
I do. I love it. Since I actually remember last time they won the cup, I was 4 years old. And I was
72.
such a big fan of Bobby Orr. I used to tell my mom, I'm like, if you don't take me to court and change my name to Bobby Orr, I'm suing everybody.
Bobby Orr for your name.
Yeah, and I'm so glad she didn't now because I would have been the singer of Godsmack named Bobby
Yeah.
Orr.
Bobby
That
Orr.
would have been really weird.
That would have been strange.
That's
What? Yes,
on my
Rich?
YouTube clip for Woodstock. I introduced you guys at Woodstock. I hosted that stage that you were on, and that's my clip is introducing Godsmack. as
So
I'm
why'd you
losing
go?
my
Who's
voice.
Sully?
Because first of all,
Do you know who he is now?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not a fucking asshole. He's the guy that wanted to be Bobby Orr when he was a kid. Everybody knows the story. What's the fucking wrong with you? But they just blew the fucking place out. It just killed. I'm telling you, it was the West stage, and it was fucking great, man. That's my YouTube clip is introducing them.
Big whoop.
Hey, what? I just wanted to say that I'm relevant, bitch.
You were the guy they told, look, don't touch the fucking microphones, walk out, introduce and walk off. No. Watch the fucking wires, don't fuck anything up.
Listen to me, fucking barroom band. You're talking to a fucking major comic that was hosting.
He sang with Brad Delp once.
Who gives a fuck what he's done?
That's impressive.
Let me tell you something about old copy fucking music here. This is an original player. Okay, this jackass that gets up with a fucking cowbell, go fuck yourself. This was the real deal.
He sang with Brad Delp. They sang the Beatles together.
Did they really?
Great.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sully's pretty impressed.
Some fucking gin mill up in Boston.
Well, we should explain to Sully, because when we were at AAF, it got kind of bad for Brad Delp, and he was doing the Beatles cover thing, and he played our Christmas party.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's like, that's the guy from Boston.
We love the guy, though. It's sad he's no longer with us, because he was a great guy, to be honest with you. But,
yeah, super great guy.
Hey,
awesome voice.
I want to back up, because I read your book. I forgot the name. The Path We Chose.
Yeah.
And I loved it. But it was frustrating because it only goes up to just before Godsmack.
Yeah, well, yeah, it ends when Godsmack gets signed. And the reason I chose to stop it there is because I felt like if anybody wanted to monitor my life from that point on, they can pretty much pick up any, Metal Edge magazine and see what I've done since that point on.
True.
And also, I don't know where that story ends right now because I'm still kind of living through it. So everyone's like, are you going to write another book? I'm like, I only have one life. But I can't write it twice.
But that's the question, because, it really was a good book, but it left me wanting to know the inside stuff of Godsmack breaking and all that.
Right, which it was supposed to. I mean, that's the reason for it is I wanted people, just to kind of anticipate what the next chapter is, I guess. But again, until I have some kind of closure on the next chapter, I don't really know.
Sure.
And if I die before then someone else is going to have to write it.
Right.
What's now as far as the solo thing goes? The first album you put out as Godsmack, you were pretty much everything in that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you played everything and wrote it. And
I wrote most of the music and I played all the drum tracks because I was raised as a drummer. And then as the third record came into play, we got a new drummer in the band, Shannon Larkin.
Yep.
And he's been around for a very long time. He's played with Ugly Kid Joe. He's played with Amen. He's played with Wrathchild America. And so he's kind of taken over that role since then. But, and then on the solo stuff, it's just been really kind of a group of well-rounded, very different kind of classically trained musicians, multi-instrumentalists. You're going to love this if you're coming tonight.
I'm looking forward to it.
It's a cool vibe, man. It's 8 people in this band.
8.
And it's very much like, back in the day when Pink Floyd did like Dark Side of the Moon and those kind of records where it took you on this real musical journey. It's about the music. It's not about the pyro and how high someone can jump off the drum riser. This is like sit down and watch like a musical, theatrical kind of show.
Yeah, because you got a lot of percussionists. You got like 8, I think?
No, well, it's because everybody plays. There's some pieces where 8 people at once are playing percussion.
How cool is that?
So bring your acid, is what he's saying.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, it's a great show for mushrooms. The video content alone.
But he's got
is
a
good.
female vocalist and a cellist and more. It's very different than what you see when you're touring with Godsmack.
It really is.
How long did that take to put together? Holy shit.
Well, it's one of those things that I was raised in a very musical background. My dad's a trumpet player. My great uncle, who I found was a famous composer in Sicily. They have like a plaque in the museums and whatever.
Really?
Yeah.
And you didn't know that until like recently?
Because me and my dad didn't talk for a long time. And
right?
as we kind of, rehabilitated the relationship, I started to learn more and more about even deeper into my background, my family bloodline and all that. So it's because of that I was raised with different kinds of music and whenever I'm writing, I write whatever. And sometimes it's just not right for Godsmack and I tuck it to the side. And then as soon as I got an opportunity and a break from Godsmack, I decided to write and record this record. And it started with me and Lisa, the other singer, who I've known for over 18 years. She's from the New Hampshire area. Amazing blues singer, 4-octave range. And I had met Niall Gregory, my percussionist. He was playing with the band Dead Can Dance, who's world renowned. I mean, they're
I don't know.
Huge band.
Okay.
And so he came over from Ireland. My cello player's from Bulgaria. Like, they're from everywhere.
That's
and
awesome.
One person knew this person, and this person knew that person. And whenever we needed a new instrument, they would say, I know someone who plays the flute or the cello or whatever, and we'd bring them in. And little by little, very organically, it kind of formed itself.
And are they all on Avalon? The record you made?
They are. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, and they're on tour with me.
Hey,
I need a comic.
Yeah, it'd be great to have an opener because the show's not so, it's very moody.
Very moody. Yeah.
I heard you're not doing any Godsmack songs, which is fine by me. Not
that's
even.
not true.
Oh, you got to be doing voodoo or something.
I have a surprise here and there, so.
Yeah.
The ending is a really cool part of the show. It's very uplifting because the whole show in itself, if you know the record, if you hear the record, it's very emotional in a lot of ways, powerfully emotional. And so it takes you through this very emotional roller coaster through the show,
Right.
And every night there's people out there wiping tears and that kind of thing.
Damn. Wow.
Because there's certain things that touch people, I think, on a very real life level, And so at the end, we just wanted to kind of bring it all back out and leave it on a good high note. So there's some surprises.
So you cover like a Weird
end.
Al song or something
Yeah,
to really
exactly.
make people...
We actually do the cover of the cover you did with Brad Delp.
Right.
Are you copy band?
Now, I say this... I got to say this by saying that I'm not surprised, but are you surprised that Godsmack has lasted as long as it has?
Yeah, of course. I mean,
you're up to like 14 years, about 15. Maybe?
Yeah, 15. Coming up on 15.
It's just amazing for a band in general, right?
I know, and you guys were there for the very beginning of
man.
it.
We were.
Yeah.
We were. You really were. I mean, it was amazing that you guys were there right before we signed the deal, and I remember you guys helping us out playing the demo at first.
All you guys would pop into the studio and hang out, and it's like, oh, okay.
And I know Boston still misses you guys a lot. I mean, we're so proud, and I'm so happy to see you guys doing, here and doing really well and stuff. But Boston, till this day, still misses you. And I tell you, every Wednesday, there's still a wild card that goes by.
we had some fucking pisses up there. We were talking about
I miss Boston. I haven't been up there in a couple of years now.
It was.
I used to get up there at least a couple times a year.
There was some fun fucking times. Hated driving up there.
Yeah.
Fucking
because you like driving here?
No, but at least at least in Manhattan, if I'm on,
there's logic
70. If I'm on fucking 57th and 5th, and I got to get to 37th and 3rd. I kind of know where I got to go.
Yeah.
In Boston, it's like, they just paved cow paths
I know.
from the Revolutionary War and some shit.
Some weird angles.
And it's not even
roadways.
One ways here is every other street for the most part.
Yeah.
Every other street is one
It's an
way.
organized grid.
It's like you could be in Boston and go, okay, I got to make a left at some point. I went past 20 one-way fucking streets that are going the way I can't
when you finally
go.
loop around the block, that one way is now the opposite way.
It's the opposite way. And then you think you're
change
gonna
the signs by the time you get back.
And you make a left turn going, okay, I know I got to go left. So you make a left turn, and then it curves to the right, and you're off in another direction you never meant to.
Everyone's like, Boston's a mini New York. I'm like, no, it's not. It's not like a disaster.
It's very different.
But you guys have Kelly's and those lobster rolls up there.
Oh,
man.
I know.
They're
Mainline.
so fucking good, man.
Yeah, the seafood is amazing.
Boston food, I'm from New York, so it's
and they're
pretty good food here too. But
Yeah.
I remember going to the North End and
The
stuff.
Northeast in general, I believe, I've traveled all over the world now, and the Northeast in this country has the best food.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
And their races
Yeah,
are
you've seen a
so
few places.
From New York to Maine, I think, is just the best.
Solid food in
I
general.
like the West Coast has the weather, but their food is horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah, it really is. Like, California has the worst fucking everything.
Everything.
The food stinks.
Yeah, they're like, oh, this new gourmet Italian restaurant that opened up, and it's literally like you could see them opening up the frozen meatballs out of the bag and dumping them in the sauce, and they're like, wow.
Their chicken parm isn't even breaded. They just take grilled chicken and put fucking tomato sauce.
Yeah,
and
tomato
cheese
sauce
Or that's
on
my
it.
Wife.
And I love when anyone from California goes, "No, this tastes like real New York pizza."
Yeah.
You're like, really?
It's not even
Is
close.
it?
That's what I miss the most is Italian pizza, stuff like that. Seafood, it's so good on the East Coast, and it's so bad out there.
You've toured the whole world. Like, where is it one place on the globe that you've been where you were like, I can't fucking eat here? There's nothing.
It was Finland.
Finland, really?
Yeah. Yeah, they had catering, and I swear to you this is true. I remember they had like this sort of like a crock pot looking thing, but it was like kind of made out of, it looked like something like the Tin Man was made out of. It was that kind of like aluminum with rivets on the pan pot. And out of the lid was like octopus tentacles hanging.
Holy
and it was
shit.
a stew. I said, what is it?
It's
They
like
go,
a prop.
stew. And I go, what kind of stew? They go, stew. And they just yell like it's a stew.
They just yell stew.
This is what we have in Finland. It's stew and there's that stuff in it. And I'm like,
wow. I can't eat.
I
Great.
remember it was really hard. We just survived on vodka, I think, the whole time.
Yeah. When in doubt, just drink.
What's your favorite place in the world?
America.
Besides America, obviously.
It really is my favorite place because when you're away for a while, you really appreciate it. But I love Japan.
Yeah,
Japan's pretty badass. And there's a lot of great places in Europe too. I mean, I love Italy for sure. When I decide that I can retire one day, that's where I'm going.
Yeah.
I mean, it's my heritage too, but I really think Italy is one of the most beautiful countries. The people are amazing. The food is ridiculous.
Sully walk out on a balcony in Tuscany with his fucking shirt open.
All fat.
Sonny. He's all fat. You're tending to your grapes. Right. Your vineyard.
I swear to you, it's a dream for me. It's a dream. I want to grow my own tomatoes and olives and whatever
Drinking
else.
espresso loudly.
Yeah.
Fat. That's
swearing in Italian at the guy that's late to deliver the fish.
Hey!
Oh, man.
Oh, that's what. You know what, though? That sounds cool.
It sure does.
Oh, fuck, man.
You're not retiring anytime soon.
No,
so.
well, we'll see.
You got
how
some
long
shit going on.
The body can hold
Hey,
up.
what do you think of the music industry in general?
I think it's really bad right now.
Oh, I'm glad you said that. We've seen the changes ourselves. We're not in that world as much anymore because we do talk, but...
Smart.
Oh.
Really?
Very smart. I mean, even record labels, they're a dying breed. They're going to go down any second because they don't know how to sell a product anymore. There's not going to be CDs in another minute.
How do you make your money now? Is it more like merchandising and getting creative,
merchandising,
right?
Yeah. And I mean, thankfully, there's still somewhat of product to be sold, and also there's iTunes, and the downloads are really where it's at right now. But, again, it's going to be another turning point where someone's going to figure out how to music will be free at some point.
And then... Yeah, how do you make your money?
It's how do you control it, right? How do you control? I mean, look what happened right at the beginning when Napster came out and Lars tried to take on that monster. That was embarrassing for him.
Yeah, and then, you know what the fucked up thing is, though? You kind of realized he was right because you guys got to make some money.
Well, he saw what was coming with it. At first, we're like, come on, relax.
I'm a seer.
Yeah, we're giving the artists enough money. I mean, that's the general guy would say that, but he knew it was going to be way bigger than that, and a lot of bands would be in deep trouble with this.
It does seem to be a good way to kind of cut out the record label, unless, you are the label, but to cut that out and be able to just, as a band, distribute your music online, digitally. And
there's a window right now that's happening where if you're not with a deal, or maybe you're just been able to get out of your record deal, and you can do like direct deals with iTunes and Best Buys and that kind of stuff, you could probably make yourself a really good chunk of money. But I think, again, it's only going to be another minute before someone figures it out. And then, it really is up to the federal government because they're the ones who have to monitor and regulate it and fine people, whatever, if they have sites that they're giving stuff away for free, if we're going to continue to be able to make a living off of writing and creating music for people. Now, for sure, we'll always make money off of touring and merchandise, but, there is a lot of truth to it's a lot of work. I think people just see the rock star, the limelight, and that kind of thing, and they just imagine that, like, I would love that lifestyle because they see the 90 minutes on stage, but there's 22 and a half other hours in the day or whatever it is that it's grinding. It's a lot of work, a lot of traveling, and it really does take a certain kind of person and creative talent to create great music. Not everyone can do it, or everyone would do it. And so it's rightfully so. We should get paid for the work we put into it.
We were talking to Brian Johnson recently, and he's like, I love being on that stage for 2 hours a night, but the rest of it, he said, sucks. He goes, I hate traveling.
At some point,
all
you
of
want
us
to be
think how
home.
great that would be.
At some point, you want to have your home base. You want to be home.
Yeah.
You've earned a place that you have made to go home to and enjoy it, but you're out on the road.
I've cried in hotel rooms.
Have you?
I'm telling you, I was going to Kansas
City. Your career with Sully's career?
2 weeks. No, I'm just saying traveling. Yeah, because I'm at 10 in my career and he's at 10 in his. But here's the question about, because I don't know about
why did you cry? Hold on. Why did you cry in a hotel room?
I was so depressed. I was so
about what
depressed.
though?
Just everything.
Missing home.
Did 8-hour delay, 12-hour delay. Then I get to the hotel and in 20 minutes I have to go do morning radio, and I'm just so fucking
now I can
depressed.
understand why you're crying and depressed.
But and I don't know anything about downloading music, but isn't there like some kind of way to put a lock on the music? Where
this is great. Here he goes. This is the good stuff.
Well, here's
Voss is off the rails.
He's off the rails.
He, as far as technology goes, Voss a little, we say handy-capable, but we really know what it means.
Okay, but say Godsmack comes out with an album, says, okay, these are the songs. The only way to get them is through this locker code, and you have to pay for it.
You don't think people can do a workaround?
They have
then you
that
put another lock once they work around that lock, and there's a lock there to block the workaround lock.
A lock.
And then all those people that have locks have to get paid, and then we still get no money.
Yeah, what happens?
Somebody's looking at you like you're cute. Just isn't he adorable? Just bring your kid to work day.
Voss is a techno fool.
Right there,
They're calling him the techno fool.
All right, what the fuck?
Well,
I wish it was that easy. It's not, though, Rich.
There's no answer right now. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Everyone's trying to figure it out, and it's why the labels and everybody's scrambling. They don't know what to do from day to day anymore because they don't know when they're going to have a job. The internet is so powerful, as you guys know. You probably you wouldn't have this.
Look, man, there's guys listening to us for free. That hurts us personally because if our numbers look kind of shitty, they don't, our stock goes down. But they're doing it, and the company's trying to figure out how to stop that, and they don't know what they're doing.
It's an odd thing. If you can support yourself with touring and whatnot, there are some bands, though, that can't, but they're good bands and don't have a label. And if there aren't any labels around, where do those bands go?
Yeah.
To support the ability to write
and let
music
me tell you
out.
something real quick, too, about the internet and the pros and cons to that whole thing. No matter how badass the internet gets, I don't care how 3D, HD, 4D, it doesn't matter how perfect the picture is, and you could stream live to Sully Erna's concert in Belgium or whatever. It doesn't matter. You guys have to agree that there is nothing more powerful than a live experience.
Oh yeah.
And you can never get that on any computer, TV set, or nothing. I don't give a shit who says what. You have to come, and when those lights go down and you can feel the energy in the room, it's like going to see a Mike Tyson fight back in the day when he would walk out. You're like, you can't get that in your living room. I got it right now.
I see. The first few times I ever went to any shows, and you first go into the Garden or the Coliseum or whatever, and walk up the stairs, and it's the first view you get of just the bowl of people. It's like, oh, fuck, and you're psyched to just see the show.
I mean, you're in it at that point. You're walking with the crowds, and it's just amazing, the energy that's
it's all loud
in the room.
Great.
It's awesome.
Yeah, but at home, you can walk downstairs and make a turkey burger.
It's the same difference, that people can relate to when you watch football on TV or or your friend takes you to a game.
Yeah.
Huge difference.
What do you think of rock bands in general? Right now,
honestly, I got to tell you, I'm so behind the ball when it comes to knowing who's current. I don't know because, for one, when I'm writing, I refuse to listen to the radio, MTV, any of that stuff because I don't want to be influenced and I don't want to try to sound like any other band. And I will be influenced by that cool song that's out, and I'll be like, oh, it'd be great to have a riff like that. So I try not to do that anymore. And also, I'm writing a different style of music, and so it's very kind of eclectic and primal and earthly at times. It's all done with hand drumming, and I'm just trying to create new things.
I love your primal stuff. I love when you're on the bongos. And
you're gonna love this. Then
I'm serious.
This show is cool.
I'm a big fan of Solo Sully, and I'm a huge Godsmack fan too.
Well, thank you.
Do the rest of the guys get a little scared? They're like, oh,
they're doing some solo stuff too, but more in a rock sense or whatever. I'm sure there's times where they, they're wondering like, oh, I want if this thing really goes. I wonder,
Right. Yeah.
But this has nothing to. There's no reason for me to detach from Godsmack or try to break up the band because it's two completely different worlds. They don't compete with each other, and Godsmack is always the mothership. And
you are but one man, though, Sully.
I know.
He goes, I know.
Acting is next.
Do you want to be an actor?
I want to do some more. Yeah, I did a little bit already, but it's my availability and trying to just find some downtime. And in order to have real downtime to focus on that, you have to just be doing really well.
It's kind of it's kind of refreshing to get away from the bread and butter too. Like me and Ant know this thing works, and this is how we make our money. But we both do little side things, and it's kind of nice.
Yeah,
kind of nice to do something a little different.
This gives you the freedom to do that.
Yes.
Yeah, when you could just come in here and phone it in every day.
Right.
That gives you the ability really?
Just a little side shit I do. It's kind of refreshing, you know.
I'll put him in our movie right now with the camera going. He wants to act. I'll put him. I'll throw him in right now.
Oh wow! Vasa has to bring everything back to.
I'm trying to get him in the fucking
making.
movie, dummy.
Which is going to be very good.
That's good.
He's doing a movie on female comics.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
But he's got everybody in it. Chris Rock. He's got everybody.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So
and we don't have a rocker.
No rockers.
Well, this just brought the fucking interview to
Well,
a dead
yeah,
halt.
dude.
Where's Norton today?
He's
Thank you for saying
You just voiced what our audience is screaming right now.
I've been saying for the last 2 hours. Norton had a big gig in Chicago. He's flying back.
Oh, cool.
He's doing an anti-social show. If you get a chance, go see it. He's got himself, Bill Burr. I don't know if you know all these guys, their comedy, but they're all great. Norton, Bill Burr, David Tell, and Jim Brewer.
It's a fucking great tour.
I heard Burr wouldn't fucking come out or something at one point.
Last night?
Because the Bruins game. Like he was just going bullshit
that was his,
for it.
Bill Burr's a Boston guy.
Bill Burr is and
Bill a big
Bohr.
hockey guy.
Wow, is that a Freudian slip? Bill Bohr.
That's fucking great.
No.
7th game of the Stanley Cup, and he's got a gig in Chicago.
Got a gig.
That had a killer.
He's
all in with hockey. So all in.
And even if you're not a Bruins fan, you have to be a fan of the USA at that point because it was us against Canada. That's all I cared about. As long as Canadians didn't win, I was happy.
And Vancouver looked like we might have launched a couple of shells into
They
there.
booed
now,
us when the cup came out. That's so tasteless.
Yeah, they really
Boston wouldn't do that.
No, come on. They would just leave.
Yeah, they probably would leave.
If you're going to stay to watch the ceremony,
show a little respect.
Boo.
Yeah.
They booed and then they left and burnt their city down.
Lame.
So that was crazy.
You watch Olympic hockey?
No.
Oh, dude.
No.
Get into Olympic hockey.
No.
Next time around. It's gonna be a while
Celtics,
now,
football.
Pats.
Were you upset when the fucking Patriots beat the Pats?
I'm a Boston.
When the Patriots beat the Pats?
I mean, when the Jets beat the when the Jets beat the Patriots, that was like the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that was.
Dude, you guys were so
rough.
fucking depressed.
I was very mad.
What was tougher, that or the Giants winning the Super Bowl?
The Giants almost gave me a stroke. I was at that one.
You were at that
I'm
game?
not even kidding. I was so emotional. My fingertips went numb. I was with my drummer. I had to sit down. I go, dude, I think I'm like borderline on the verge of having a stroke right now.
Wow.
It was bad. I was there. You know who I was there with? MC Hammer.
Oh, shit.
Can you imagine that?
Really?
I was coming out of my hotel room and he goes, Godsmack. I go, no fucking way do you know who I am. There's no way. And he's like, come on, ride with me. And me and my drummer got in with him, and he was, what a great guy,
That's
man.
hilarious.
What a story he has.
Hammer.
But I couldn't believe it. I rolled with a golf cart into the Super Bowl, the security escort and all that with MC Hammer.
Did he ask to borrow money?
No.
Oh, wow.
So when he caught that ball, because you had to be, I'm not a fan, I just bet, whoever, you get the money on, but you had to be sitting there going, he didn't really just catch that fucking ball.
David Tyree.
Is the Jets game you're talking about?
No, the Giants. When he caught the ball on the back of his fucking shoulder.
And not only that, but I seen we had him by the shirt, and
Yeah,
me
we
and
did.
Shannon, my drummer, started hugging each other, and then as we're hugging, 2 Giants fans behind me went, uh-oh. And I went, uh-oh. What do you mean, uh-oh? And I look up, and all of a sudden, there's no longer any. I'm like, wow. And then that bomb to Randy Moss, and he dropped down like that. That's when I almost had the stroke.
Tingling fingertips.
Oh, it was bad.
We're being told you got to go, which is fine.
I gotta go.
We all got to go?
Yeah.
I got to go.
We haven't seen Sully in a while. We're just getting started.
I know, believe me.
Sully, here's the deal. Avalon, Sully's solo album, doing very well. You could get it at sullyerna.com, ERNA, right?
Yeah.
And tonight at the Grand Ballroom, I'm going.
Yay.
I don't go to many shows these days because these fucking hours, but I'm not missing Sully.
Yay.
Manhattan Center tonight. For tickets and more tour dates, sullyerna.com, ERNA.com. And I follow you on Twitter, Sully Erna. You don't tweet much though. Not.
I do, but I don't know how to tweet so good.
So you do when you.
I'm still.
When you
I
feel
still
like you got
actually.
some.
You have a phone with a cord on it at my house.
Oh, really? We're talking about how we don't use phones anymore for actual phone calls.
Yeah, it's all just
about
fucking
texting.
Yeah.
I don't need to.
Anything
talk.
else there, Sully?
No, man, all is good.
When does
good.
Godsmack get back
fucking
together?
very cool.
Oh, music
Gods-
fans want to know
right
that.
after this is done. This actually ends Saturday, and then I have a couple weeks off, and then Godsmack rolls July through early September.
Wow.
On tour.
On tour, Mayhem Festival. It's us, Disturbed, Megadeth, Machine Head, a whole bunch of bands.
How's Disturbed?
Easy listening.
They're doing pretty good, actually.
That guy's intense.
Yeah.
I like their music. He's
They're doing
intense.
good. They're doing good. They're good guys, too.
Still doing it.
It'll be a fun summer.
Cool, man.
Cool, man. Thanks for having me.
Sully, great
Good to
seeing
see
you
you guys again.
Absolutely.
Yeah, next time you're in
Yeah,
New York, please stop by.
Absolutely.
All right, man. It's Sully from Godsmack doing the solo thing tonight. And Rich?
What? Oh, I'm in Buffalo tomorrow night.
At?
Where the fuck am I?
Nietzsche's?
Nietzsche's, and then 4th of July weekend at Foxwoods.
All right. I think that's it. We'll see you guys
Nietzsche's
tomorrow.
Music Hall.
Hey, Rich, thanks, man.
Thanks.
Good job today.
The Virus, Sirius XM. And now, the Opie and Anthony Show continues. This is After O&A Live. Here's your host, Sam